you doing? Make yourself comfortable because we are just getting started. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Hey Eris, how you doing as well? Hey Test, how you doing as well? Glad to have you here. Hello Kate. Hello Sue, how you doing as well? Glad to have you here. Hey Super Ally, how you doing? Killer Queen, how you doing as well? 29 today? Hey, let's go. Happy birthday. Hell yeah. Same age as me, let's go. Although I'm going on 30. So, a year, 1 year, or more. But yeah, how you guys doing though? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having a good one as well. Hope you guys are having a good day as well. How you doing as well? Glad to have you here. Hope you're having a good one. Feels good to be back. How you guys doing? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Today we're doing something different. I mean, not different in the sense that like, my hair is still wet. We're doing something different in the sense that I am playing my game. I made it. It's finally at a point that I can finally show, and it's actually getting some pretty good impressions. I feel like the people that played it is definitely... I mean, we're playing a visual novel. We're playing my visual novel this time. So you're gonna hear a familiar voice in it. Hey Odessa, how you doing as well? Hey Tess, how you doing as well? Now, this is the demo, so it's only 2 hours long. And you know, it has one love interest. I am working on development. The idea is to finish him and then go to the next one. But depending on how things go, that could be like more love interests coming soon before Red comes around. I'm still sleeping. So yeah, development commentary. No spoilers. Does it count? Does it count as developer commentary? I mean, I'm a content creator as well. I'm covering my own content. This is the kind of stuff that I usually do, but I usually do it for other people, not really myself. So, I guess. I don't know. I'd be like, wow, the person that made this game has got some really good taste. No, I wouldn't do that. Self-congratulating all the way. I didn't do that yet. I actually forgot to put like a lot of the things in the credits, so it's missing me and Nyla. And the thing, it's just missing us because I put it on the website and I forgot to put it on the thing. Hey LB Rosie, how you doing as well? Glad to have you here. Hey Odessa, how you doing as well? Wish list Affictionate. There you go. But yes, how you guys doing though? Some damn meta, bro. I hope people enjoy it. You would be surprised the level of quality, considering it was made by one person and their first project as well. Hey Sandy, how you doing as well? Glad to have you here. But yeah, that is kind of the plan though. That is kind of the plan. By the way, this is one of those streams I ask you to support me on YouTube as well, because it boosts up on the numbers. Usually I don't call to action this hard, but if you can drop a like, watch on YouTube this time, I would greatly appreciate, because it boosts us up. Because I'm on the Affictionate category. Unfortunately, Twitch doesn't have a category because of me. I forgot. It's actually pretty easy to put your game as a category on Twitch. I just forgot. And YouTube does it automatically because of the Steam repertoire. So, hey. So yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting hiccups as well. Can you tell that I'm nervous? Can you tell that I'm nervous? I've been working on this since 2025. I'm actually kind of really nervous. Oh my god. Also, oh my god, dude, Valko's situation is still going crazy. Christ almighty, dude. Christ almighty. That whole situation was so nuts. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about it any more than I already have, because I made a video about it. You can go watch it if you want. So I'm not gonna keep rambling about the same things. Did I break TTS? Did you break TTS already? Or did I forgot something? No, I forgot. It's on me. It's on me. There you go. No, it wasn't you guys. It wasn't you guys. I forgot to turn on the TTS. There you go. Is he gonna be alive now? Do I need to restart? Do I need to restart? I might have to restart. Let's wait for the TTS. Yeah. Yeah. Gay son. Where's our gay son? Sorry, gay son. I think I queued him up and I didn't do the thing. Sorry. Can anybody use the TTS again? Complete account. How do I clear? Clear. There you go. I clear the repertoire for the gay sun. Can anybody use the gay sun? Can anybody wakey to the TTS? Gay sun. Gay son. Wakey. Why is our gay son not talking? He's shy. Where's our gay son? Why is our gay son not talking? Come on, gay son.
Harris Gilgalad says I really don't want to.
There you go. There's our gay son. Took forever. Goddamn. I haven't watched your new video yet, but things seems to be turning in our favor. I hope we can get some good news soon. Okay. I am not hopeless. I do think there is pretty good hope, especially because it's really popped off the bubble. Like, I saw gaming journalists talking about this, like, outside of gacha spaces. Like, this is unprecedented levels of attention for this, because it was a very abrupt canceling. It is very unusual for a game to cancel a character like this just from the get-go.
Nasa says Gay Son slept in. Gay Son missed the bus. Gay Son's GPA is going down.
Can you tell why we call him the Gay Son? Why does he talk so fruity? Like, But as I was saying, right, it is unprecedented because no company easily just cancels something like this, because usually for the development of a character like this, it's not just writers, it's 3D modelers, it's voice actors. These are millions of dollars in investment that we're talking about. So for it to just cancel like this, I didn't talk about any of the conspiracy theory stuff because there's people saying like it's a smokescreen about like something else that Info wants to cover, and the government is like being reported and they're gonna like all go crazy, which apparently there seems to be some truth. So I don't know exactly how that's going on, or like, you know what I mean? However, I didn't want to talk about things that are not 100% confirmed. Yeah, Iron Mouse, Connor, Shoto. Shoto doesn't fucking play Love and D Space, not that I don't think. I think he played it once for content, but like, he's not a Love and D Space player. You know what I mean? Much in the same way that like, it's like when gacha things like break the bubble. I don't know, actually don't know. I don't know if he plays or not. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I've saw people like Gaming Kotaku talking about this. Like Dick Sertle talking about this. These are not like gacha news channels. These are just like regular gaming news. And you know what I mean? It really went... Like, it really took on, because it's unprecedented. It's not something that companies usually do. So, to just have it like this, it is very, very, very weird. And also at the week that I got sick, dude. It seems like, dude, I fucking hate Love and D Space. Because it makes me look like a fucking asshole. Because I was planning on releasing this week. And then they decide to fucking shoot themselves on the foot. And I, like, every time that I do a call to action, like, hey, by the way, I'm releasing my game. Do you guys want to check it out? It seems like I'm doing videos on this just to promote my games. Like, say, like, fuck Love and D Space. Here's my game. Go play my game. That's fucked up. Like, what am I gonna do? I did this every single time. It's not my fault that they deleted. It's not my fault that they deleted Valco. I like Love and D Space. I don't want that game to die. But, like, they decided to shoot themselves. I did get one very funny comment saying that like fate hates you. I don't know. I mean, I suppose if I want to be selfish, I could say that's a good thing for me. You know what I mean? Because like people are not spending money on Love and D Space. At least they could spend the $5 on the Patreon, but like whatever. But like I don't want that. I don't want people to think that I hate Love and D Space and I want them to die. Like I like Love and D Space. I wasn't even that much of a fan of Valco. I like Valco, but he was not my favorite. My favorite is still Silas. I think he's a little bit like I was not Team Jacob. You know what I mean? I was not Team Jacob. If I wasn't Team Edward either. But that's besides the point. I don't like either of them. But like, you know what I mean? Don't worry about that. Some others have made the jokes at the time, so you're good. It's okay. It's okay. I've seen other people do it as well. I've seen other people say like, "Hey, go play these games instead of Love and D Space." It just seems like in poor taste. Like, I was talking with, like, other people, and they were like, I'm a little bit depressed with Otome games because of Love and D Space. I'll play your game, whatever. I'm not gonna say who it was, but it was a mutual friend of mine. that I was like months before saying like, hey, like if you cover this game, I think you'd be really insightful. I really like your coverage. Like if you'd like to cover this, I would really appreciate it. And then they were like, I'm a bit depressed now. And I was like, I get it. Just whatever you want to, it's there. Like, it's okay. Valko's not for me, but I don't want to see him canceled either. Yeah, like, you know, like, he's not my favorite. He's not something that I would, like, actively, like, wail for him. But, like, you know, like, I don't want to see him canceled. I don't want to see him canceled. Also, oh my lordy lord, dude. On the topic of, like, things that are crashing and burning. I don't, you guys don't usually probably care about this, but, like, Ioneo is, like, one of those companies that makes, like, PC handhelds, right? Like ROG Ally, whatever. They make some of these as well, like Android. They released a $5,000 handheld. My brother in Christ, do you know the economy? Who has that kind of money? That's before taxes. That's gonna be more expensive than a car here in Brazil, like a used car. What the fuck? No, actually, that is the price of a used car in the US. 5 grand will get you a used car in the US. What the fuck is this? I mean, I get it. I mean, cool. It's a really cool machine. 120 gigabytes of RAM. Sorry, 128 gigabytes of RAM. Like, it's a cool machine. It's a Porsche of like a gaming handheld. It's again 128 gigabytes of RAM. At the same time, though, who has that kind of money to buy? Who's this device for? You know what I mean? Like, I guess superstars? Who's this device for? You know what I mean? Like, I saw that, I was like, this just came out as well. This came out a few minutes ago, and I was like, but why? I can't stir fry the full demo because I have to go post the office around 2 p.m. It's okay. You can always watch it later. Or you can go play the demo for yourself. Go play the demo for yourself on Steam if you want to. You know? Yes, go play the demo. Go wishlist Affictionate on Steam. There's more information. If you want the nitty-gritty, there's more information about development, our plans. We have partial voice acting as a plan. It's just money. It's just money. Money has been kind of tight, and I've been putting a lot of my savings, so I'm really developing things as I go. Because, like, we have plans to, like, a Chinese dub. We have plans, like... Something that I was thinking is, like... I saw in the Bilibili, because, like, a lot of Bilibili people were like, hey, by the way, I speak Chinese and English. Do you want help with, like, the translation? And I didn't want to have Chinese... I didn't want to have fan translations, because I didn't want to take fan work without paying. But something that I could do, that I heard was a possibility, is to enable Steam Workshop. So if people want to, they can workshop a fan translation. And from Steam, automatically on Steam, they can just add it. It's like, oh, here you go. Like, I'm a fan. I made like a fan translation. You just boom, enable it, and then Chinese translation comes in. You know what I mean? I have played it. I edited it. Oh yeah, it's true. The doi, I forgot. Andrea, how you doing as well? I don't know. This is my first game. I'm very nervous. I'm doing things as I learn. So, you know, be mindful with me. Be mindful with me. But please go support it on Steam if you haven't already. Anyway, let's not waste too much time, especially because I'm a little bit tired, because I'm still recovering from the sickness. So let's get to it, shall we? Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July for the Americans. 250 years, I believe, of America, right? I'm not American, so it's just another Saturday for me. So hey, congratulations, my friends. Hope you guys chill and party and have fun. But yeah, anyhow, let's get to it. Yes, this is the game. Where is it? Where's my Affictionate? There you go. This is the game, by the way. You can go and play it on Steam. You can wishlist it. The demo's right here. Again, you probably already saw the title. It's, you know, so you know the synopsis. But if you don't know, it's a single writer, the Lulu writer, that one day decides they're tired of real men, so they decide to write their perfect man, and then he comes to life. The first guy that we have is Rhett. It's this guy right here. These, by the way, you may look if you're really cynical about it, you may say he looks a little bit generic, doesn't he? That is intentional. These guys are based off of book tropes. So he's exactly supposed to be that kind of guy. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Crescenti says it's good. Don't be nervous.
He's exactly the kind of book talker guy. Now, he becomes more of his own person. That's the lore of the thing. He becomes a real person with real characteristics and personality. That's the point of the story. But when he starts, he's exactly that kind of guy. And there's gonna be more, and they're gonna look exactly how you expect. The rich guy is gonna be wearing a suit. He's gonna be a little bit of a dilf. There's gonna be a yandere. There's gonna all the tropes that you can think for these kinds of novels. It's gonna be there, and it's gonna be exactly the same kind of like deal. Now, the plots for each thing, I'm gonna talk about this later, but they're gonna be different. I'll explain it after we played it, how it's gonna be different. Did you announce the stream on Discord? You didn't get a notification. It should be on YouTube. Yes. Yes, it's announced. It's the regular announcement on. I suppose I can give it a little at everyone. I guess everyone playing our demo for Affictionate. There you go. Now we do have already Portuguese, Spanish,
Starlight
and
Line says,
Chinese.
Kin, did you announce this stream on Discord?
There you
Didn't get a notification.
There you go. All right. We already have English, Portuguese, and Spanish. So, yes. And we do have plans for Chinese, Japanese, and Russian. These are the main languages, I believe. Everybody else was like... I mean, we can have more, like I said before. I'm gonna rethink if we're gonna be doing fan translations. Because I really enjoyed it. The spoilers. Don't worry, Tony. No spoilers. No spoilers. Don't worry. There's no spoilers. I'm going to talk about it later. I'm only talking about the demo. Don't worry. There's no spoilers. No spoilers. I'm not gonna, I get excited. I know. I'm sorry. I get excited. I'm sorry. I keep... French language? No French, unfortunately. At least not... I can't afford it. These are the things that I can't afford. It's just kind of how that goes. It's like same deal with voice acting. I want to have the entire game voice acted. Especially because we have a lot of really cool characters. It's just that I don't have the money. It's just kind of expensive. Also, I really like the music as well. It's royalty free. It's, you know, but I really enjoy the music. But yeah, hey Venom, hey Ren Kitty, how you doing as well? All right, let's get into. By the way, all the backgrounds I made UI. The only thing that I didn't do was made by Alexa and Nyla, or the character art. I actually got creative with this intro because the sketch was actually supposed to be like a Patreon. It was on Patreon, the sketch. This is like the actual sketch from the character. I was like, I thought that could be like kind of cheeky. And then we could have like more characters on the table as we develop them. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get into the game. Before we get started, let's get to know each other a bit. What are your preferred gender? Yeah, I gotta fix this. It's because I put what are your preferred pronouns that I changed this. Alright, I am a man. I am a man. You can be a woman, non-binary as well. All that stuff. Yes, this game has pronouns. It is very woke. I mean, to be fair, every single character is like some flavor of LGBT. I am Kindred. There you go. It's a pleasure to meet you, Kindred. This is your story. Perfect grammar, such words. Nah, this is bug. This is bug, not grammar. A sharp buzz on my phone notification cuts through my sleep, dragging me back to the surface. Late afternoon light shines through a gap in my blackout curtains. Napping in the middle of the day like this, when did I become this messy of a person? I scramble to find my phone amidst the clutter of empty takeout containers, tangled cables, and cans on the bedside table. When I manage to grab it and hold it up to my face, the name Hannah greets me in bright letters on the screen. Curious to see how the story changes as a man compared to the my non-binary ass. So the story doesn't change in the facts that happen. The facts are still gonna happen the same. What changes is how the characters react to you. So if you're feminine presenting, they will treat you like, they will talk to you like you're girly. If they don't, they treat you like you're a brother. You know what I mean? Like if you dress feminine, they'll treat you like you dressed feminine. You're gonna be feeling insecure for the reasons that you would be. You know, if you are an insecure person. Now, if you're dressing differently, you get insecure by the other reasons. You know what I mean? It changes your gender. It doesn't think it changes the facts of the story. You know? Because it's still at the end of the day supposed to be you playing the game. When I managed to grab it and hold it up to my face, the name Hannah, I hesitate, nearly swiping my thumb towards the red button to hang up. I've been avoiding most of my friends for a while. It's not really fair to any of them. A small step, but it's still a step. All my day in bed without eating in-game. Music is a bit loud. Is it loud? Shouldn't be. Maybe I'm the one that's too quiet. My voice is kind of weak. Hey, yeah. Hey, Sharky. I've been avoiding most of my friends for a while. It's not really fair to any of them. Hannah and I have been best friends since we were kids. She doesn't deserve the silent treatment because I'm embarrassed about my life. With a deep breath, I tap the green button and accept the call. Hey, stranger. Feel like I haven't heard from you in forever. I know. Been kind of in a hole. Sorry. Don't worry about it. You got buried in a new job or something. Something. Music is so good. I spent a lot of time searching for these music. I put a lot of effort into curating these. I listened to like 1,000 something songs to find these on the repositories. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of really cool artists, and you can find all the credits on the credits page. In the main menu, there's a credits page as well. You can also, there's also some chibis as well. I just need to put the artwork credits because I didn't put me in the things in the credits. But yes. Oof. Any bites at all? Honestly, not really. I sent out so many applications I've lost count. Can literally see the not reviewed status next to half of them. That's the worst. Have you tried calling the places? Just to remind them that you exist? I used to. Everyone told me to just be patient. Manager would get to it eventually. Spoiler, they did not. I really like that plushie. Yeah. I was thinking about like if I was gonna have a plushie. So I was thinking about if I was gonna have like references to my VTuber or me as a person. So I made the room very generic. The only reference to us as a community is the little plushie. It's supposed to be the little VTuber avatar that I have. So yeah. By the way, this is fully controller supported as well. So you can play the entire game with a controller. You can actually even open up the thing, like it says. So it all works. You can type in the character, you can do everything. It all works out. So yeah. I'm not gonna be playing with the controller though. Hey Emperor Starlight, how you doing as well? I don't know if I'll stick around. I know it's a big thing, playing the demo, you know, me visual novels. I mean, if you can stick around, at least lurking, I'd greatly appreciate it. So frustrating, right? It's been a real drain on energy drain. What about rent? Are you doing okay? Yeah, my parents are covering while figuring it out. Oof, that's a relief. I was honestly about to ask if you needed something. You know, I just help out, right? Even if it's just groceries. Man, this is. Every time that I read this, I get so fucking oof. You know what I mean? You remember when I was like talking about like a year ago, and I was like saying like, hey, I wanted my characters to be an adult, instead of like, oh, it's just gonna be like I'm fresh out of 18 and just out of high school, or I'm just like I'm getting into college and experiencing new things. It's just like I'm looking for a job, man. I mean, at least I got my apartment. My parents are helping me out, but I don't got a job, don't got a relationship. Fucking, life sucks. There's a lot of me as well. There's a lot of me when I was like in my 20s, early mid-20s as well. You know, 24, 23. That I put into this as well. You know, like getting into 26. A lot of people gotta look for jobs at 18. No, yeah, no, I'm saying after college. I mean, like after college, you know? Yes, a lot of people look straight for jobs at 18. I'm saying like after college, you know? Home overseas are either 30 plus. I know. Thank you, Hannah. Always. I watched. There's two people that are gonna play the game today. I watched one person play, Blurdy Otome, and she was like, "Why did you put me in the game? Why did you put me in the game?" And I'm just like, Great. That's exactly the reaction that I wanted. Hey Francis, not gonna lie, I wish I could wishlist it, but I don't have a PC, let alone Steam. I mean, if you don't have Steam, then that's unfortunate. If you do, I just, you know, you still help out by supporting the game. And you can play it on your phone as well. If you want to play, if you don't have a PC, but you have an Android or iPhone, you can play it on your phone for Game Hub. So here, let me show you. All right. Actually, I'll show this after the stream, after the game. But if you even if you don't have a PC, you can play the game. It's a visual novel. It's 500 megabytes. This will run on any phone. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Putting the job thing aside for a second, how's living on your own treating you? Glance around my little apartment and wince, as if Hannah were able to see it over the phone. She had come over with housewarming gifts when I first moved in. This visual novel hits way too close to home for me, way too relatable so far, too meta. I'm glad that is the exact reaction that I wanted, Ruru. Also, please go wishlist and play it by yourself as well. But yes, that is the exact reaction that I was like thinking. I was writing this and I was like taking psychic damage every single time that I was like writing a page. Yeah. Everything was neat and tidy at the time. What would you think if you would see it now? Piles of laundry everywhere. My bookshelves cluttered with manga, old textbooks, and knickknacks. My desk a collection of worn notebooks, scattered papers sporting my scrawled writings. And several jars of pencils, pens, and a fancy writing quill that I never used but somehow got scraggly and sad. I tried not to look through the doorway to my kitchen, where dishes are piled visibly high in the sink. I forced another smile and crack out a joke in response.
Casey says, Ken, did you stop using the mug? Gimme.
No, I just forgot. Could be worse. Beats a dorm room. Guess anything would feel spacious after living like that for so long. Didn't you have like 5 roommates at once? Just for one semester, but it was the longest of my life. I don't know how you got through that. Only by hiding in a corner from the campus library with my manga as often as I could. Fictional characters were so much easier to spend time with than my own roommates. I had a lot of studying to do, so I just focused on that. It's not that it's doing me much good right now. Feels like it's been so long since I graduated and my life has gone nowhere. Even if it feels that way, I'm sure that's not true. You're just in a transition phase, that's all. My parents have been saying the same thing to me for over a year. That's exactly why I've been avoiding everyone. I got snatched by some foreign female elves in this game, playing on PC, and I ain't complaining. Glad you're having fun. It's hard to hear the pity in their voices. Makes me feel like even more of a failure. Oof. That's the worst, dude. You know what's the worst? Is when you're depressed, and you know exactly, like, you're depressed, you're aware that you're depressed, but like, it doesn't suck any less because you know what I mean? Just because you're aware doesn't mean that it doesn't suck. You know? Critical hit. Oh no, everybody's taking the psychic damage you guys are taking now is what I took writing this shit. It was like, why is this me? I hate it. Oh man. See what I love? You're gonna love this visual novel, dude. You're gonna love it. Maybe it's just maybe you just need a nights out with friends. A couple of us are heading out for dinner later, if you'd like to join us. That's actually why I called you. Here, all missed you. A night without having to think about my current situation might be nice. This train wreck of an apartment has been my sanctuary away from the outside world. When I sit down at the desk with my laptop and notebooks, I can lose myself in writing without having to take another step foot out of the door. When I started struggling to write a job, I had to pause and write my town's unemployment rate, limit fouled, struggling to get a job I can't brain. A lot of us are struggling. It's okay, it's the weekend.
Starlight Line says fictional people are so much easier to talk to than real people. Sounds like someone on the verge of a character AI addiction. I am so sorry.
I mean, not just character AI. I mean, character AI definitely preys on these kinds of people as well. Character AI definitely... Ooh, ow, my back is kind of killing me. Character AI definitely preys on these kinds of people, but like otome games, dating sims, not even just that, like books, movies, you know what I mean? Like, this goes for men and women. There's many kinds of people that fall prey to this. Gacha games as well, you know, like waifu type games, you know? There's a lot of people that fall into this state. It's not just character AI. But yeah, it's character AI as well, definitely. They definitely prey on these kinds of people. That's been the one upside to all of this. At least I can write as much as I want to now. No homework, no group projects, no roommates asking me why am I still up at 3 a.m. Writing has always been my escape hatch. Awards in school, a couple of competition placements, just enough validation to make me think I could do it forever. But I ended up choosing the responsible path instead. A real career with a real plan. Look at how well that turned out. These days, the only thing I'm building is fictional worlds where I actually have my shit together. But I also haven't seen any of my friends in far too long. The longer I avoid them, the harder it will be to see them again in the future. What am I even afraid of? None of my friends are gonna judge me. That might be nice, actually. Honestly, it would probably do me some good to get out and get some fresh air. Where are you guys going? It's this cute little gastropub they opened about a month ago. It's family owned and it's just dripping with atmosphere. Here, I'll send you the directions. It's okay, Sharky. Take care, my friend. Hey, VTuber fan. How you doing as well? There you go. Table and Ember. Got it. I went with the most... I was going for like what was like the most generic name for a gastropub because I wanted something that like could be anywhere in the world. This is very much inspired by Brazil, but I wanted something that like could be anywhere, right? See you there at 5. You're kidding me that I'm getting allergies too. We say our goodbyes and I end the call. I'm left sitting on the sofa and staring blearily around me. From across the room, I see my reflection in the wall mirror that came with the place. I look perfectly at home in the mess around me. My hair's fallen out of the loose knot I tied it up this morning. My eyes look heavy and bored. And the pajamas I've been in all day is stained with both coffee and ketchup from my last 2 meals. I feel sickened at the thought that I knew my friends walking through the door and seeing me like this. I get up from the sofa. I head to the bathroom and I make myself presentable. Getting ready takes longer than it should because every step feels like I'm gearing up for battle. By the time I'm out the door, it almost feels like I'm a functioning human being. Almost. Ken is dealing a lot of critical damage. I mean, you can always play the demo by yourself, but yeah, it's supposed to be... You know what I mean? Table and Amber sounds like it could be those London Underground train stations, like 8 different places called Down and Down. Getting to here took a bit longer than expected, but the rustic charm wins me over fast. It's the kind of place where you can take your family but still order margaritas, which I was told is a must-have. The atmosphere is blended with nostalgic familiarity with a modern edge. Perfect example of this is the wall of exposed brick hanging greenery in the area. The fall vintage display came with a remote to adjust the lighting for the perfect social media photos. Once we were all there, it was the perfect icebreaker to gather in close and snap a picture. We were all going to have fun tonight, no matter what the troubles we brought with us. Despite this, I still dreaded the conversation with any of them. I knew at some point they would realize that I didn't have anything meaningful to talk about like they did. At least that's what I thought until Hannah started talking about deja vu and multiverses. And I can be a bit ditzy sometimes, but her uplifting damn energy is really captivating. Hey Ox, glad to see you on Twitch as well. Hey Aaron, how you doing as well? I'm ready to see Red shirtless. Red is only shirtless in the main game. Sorry. Sorry to be the icebreaker. There is a shirtless Red. It's canonically a shirtless Red in the works. It's just not in the demo. You're gonna have to get the game for that. I was even thinking of doing like a spicy DLC, but I was like, I don't know. The problem is that I don't know if this would bring the rating up, and I don't know if I want to have it 18+. You know what I mean? You dangerously close to horny jail venom. There is a shirtless red though. There is a shirtless red. It's just not done yet. This is the demo. I don't have the assets. Like, it's not done yet. It is planned though. Alright. Okay, listen, I'm serious. Deja vu could be literally... Also, by the way, I want you to imagine Hannah with a bit of a Valley Girl accent. Just letting you know. Deja vu could literally be the different timelines intersecting for a few seconds. I saw a guy explaining on TikTok. That's why it's so freaky and nobody can explain it. You realize how impossible possible it would be for a new universe to spring into existence based on the choices of every person on the planet. That's way too many. Is that why they say that would be infinite timelines? Just like a crazy forever amount. Hey, Princess Reno. I'm broke. It's okay. You can still wishlist it. And get it when you can. Valley Girl accent, got it. Also, by the way, Jordan is trans, by the way. Just letting you know. Jordan is a trans man, Hannah is pan, and Mark is the token straight guy. So yeah.
Starlight Line says do the Valley Girl accent, Kin.
No, I'm not gonna do the Valley Girl accent. It's gonna ruin the story. No, not today. Trans and hot. I feel like it justifies a lot of the character. I feel like people that know gonna justify his behavior. That's why it's such a phenomenal idea, though. It literally blows your mind. Still talking about multiverses as well, which is kind of funny because this whole like multiverse thing is supposed to be like a little bit of an off meta comment, a meta like hint at the nature of like a visual novel. But at the same time, it's just the kind of shit that you talk shit with your friends. Where they're like, oh yeah, I saw this Fury on TikTok. And I was like, dude, this is why you don't do. This is why you're like this. That's why it's such a phenomenal idea, though. Literally blows your mind if you think about it for too long. If you put on your sandals instead of your sneakers, that means another version of you who did choose the sneakers is out there somewhere. But with more than one universe, I doubt random people's choices would decide if the whole timeline gets created. It does seem more likely that each timeline would be made up of entirely different people. Also, I really like the music. I don't think our choices matter in the grand scheme of things. We're shaped by the choices we make. If we take a different path in life, who's to say you'd still be the same you? Otherwise, like every person on the planet's like playing God every day without even knowing. Just by making choices they aren't even thinking about. That's what I mean! That's what I mean! The weight of every choice is far beyond anything we can comprehend. Just like the number of timelines or universes that might be out there. This is why you're a social media manager, not an educator. Selling grand concepts based on emotion instead of facts. You teach high school band, Jordan. Get off your high horse. I fucking love Hannah and Jordan. I fucking love Hannah and Jordan. This is so fun. Okay, Socrates. See what I mean? When it's like, it's a hint at the nature of like visual novels with like the choices and everything. But at the same time, this is exactly the kind of shit that you talk with your friends. Like, okay, Socrates. Fucking bullshit, man. A lot of facts that go into managing social media for a major corporation, I'll tell you that much. It's much more involved than you think. So is high school band. Hey, you haven't chimed in this whole discussion. You have any theories on deja vu? Yeah, you think there's another version of you who believes in Hannah's theory? Oh, shut up. It's not my theory. I'm just repeating what I heard. But yeah, what do you think? Never really thought about it. Does seem far-fetched. It's a neat concept. Maybe there's a version of me out there who found a good job right out of college. There, I did it. I mentioned before anyone else could. I knew it was gonna happen at some point. It's about listening to them all talk. I decided I would be the one to bring it up in my own time. While they were talking, I was already in my second margarita, which kind of helped me gather some courage. Wait, you have a job, don't you? I thought you were all lined up with some company before you graduated. I thought so too. They told me I had a promising future and that I should come in for an interview once I was done with school. I heard that line before. Jordan, you're such a pessimist. I just keep things real. It's not the same thing. You're a stick in the mud either way. You just drap around all your bright-eyed high school students. Most of them have bad attitudes and misery complexes. I'm the teacher that gets them and listens to what they have to say. I like Mark, he's cute. I don't care that he's straight. Mark is the cute gamer boy. Canonically, I mean, this is gonna be the quite literally the next few lines. But like they talk shit that like he didn't used to dress well and then he started dressing better and that's like when he actually got kind of cute. So he's the most token. If you have a token straight guy in your group of like queer friends, you know exactly. You have a friend that is exactly, probably a little bit more pastier because he's supposed to be Latino, but you have a friend exactly like Mark. Mark is the most Mark guy you've ever talked to. You know what I mean? He's the most token straight guy you've ever had in your group of friends. I can see how you're doing well in that job. I wish I could find a career as fulfilling as that. When I went into an interview for my dream job, oh god, the alcohol that gave me liquid courage earlier is really not helping me keep from dragging the mood down. Came down to me and one other applicant. A few weeks later, they emailed me. They were saying they went with the other guy. It's so awful. Sounds like they led you on and backstabbed you as soon as he could. Sounds like my ex-boyfriend. Told you not to date an e-boy. But he had the cutest piercings and the sluttiest little waist. Can you two get a grip already? Our friends is in crisis here. I'm really sorry that happened, but it's kind of what you need to expect from big companies. I wasn't interested in that kind of job myself, but I hear the competition can be ruthless. Hey, it's Aquino. Glad to be here. How you doing? Hey, if you were in this game, what type of character would you be? I don't know, actually, now that I think about it.
Aris Gilgalad says, peeps, get yourself a gamer partner. They know what to do with their hands and love achievements.
Hey yo, are you talking from experience? Hey yo, are you talking from experience? Hey yo. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong. That do be. I think that tracks. I don't know about you. I think that tracks. Didn't you have like a second or third job lined up, just in case? I did. Both of them fell through, though. To lower your standards. I tried. I applied to tons of jobs lower on the food chain. I don't have a problem working somewhere I'm overqualified for, but I can't even land an interview in a convenience store. It's been like this all year. I think my standards have hit rock bottom. Just like Jordan's. Hey now, you take that back. Peter's the greatest person I've ever dated. He really is the love of my life. I meant the e-boy before Peter. Oh, okay then. Yeah, if anyone has lowered the dating standards and found true happiness, it's you. Isn't that right, Hannah, my lovely queen? Oh, Mark, don't sell yourself short. You've always met most of my standards anyway. All you had to do was to get a decent haircut and win me over in the end. Feel a sudden drop in my chest, like all the air has been sucked out of my lungs. My eyes dart in disbelief to Hannah and Mark as they clasp their hands over the tabletop. They look at each other sweetly, and as they do, the situation I find myself in finally dawns on me, crushing any remaining of my optimism. Wait, Jordan has a new boyfriend and Hannah and Mark, you two are... I wore her down, just like I said I would in high school. It's such a terrible thing to say. You proved yourself and I wanted you. End of story. The gloominess I've been fighting all day evaporates, and in this place, an alcohol-fueled frustration floods every corner of my being. Along with the sadness, my dignity leaves me as well. I pick up the margarita I left on the table, and in one long swing, I down it all down. I almost choke, coughing over the powerful sting of the alcohol in my throat. Token heteronormative couple? I mean, Hannah's pan. Is it really a straight couple? I mean, technically, Mark is straight, but like Hannah is pan. Like she's pansexual. She's not. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it's. Straight flavor. How does that go really? You have a trans gay man. You have a regular gay man, cis gay man, vanilla gay man. You have spicy gay man. Then you have What flavor Hannah would be? Diet? Diet? Cherry? Cherry flavored, you know what I mean? Cherry flavored cis pan girl and then token straight guy. Yeah, the only straight person I think in my game is actually Mark. Now that I think about it, I think the only straight person that I have in my game is Mark. Because all my love interests are bisexual, because I thought it was like, fuck it. But like, everybody else is like either some flavor of like trans, or gay, or pan, or LGBT, and it's just like, I think Mark is the only one that's just cis and straight. Cinnamon and cumin. I was thinking of like soda flavors. I was thinking of like drink flavors. You know what I mean? Not like fruit flavors, drink flavors.
Starlight Line says, I know there's a lesbian out there who wants to strangle Mark.
Why? Oh, because they're dating Hannah? There's a lot of people that wanted to date Hannah. There's a lot of people that wanted to date Jordan too. I was like posting the social media, right? And like the people like, oh, Hannah and Jordan are so cute. I'm just like, you homewreckers! They're taken! Don't worry, there's gonna be more love interest aside from Red. Okay? Calm down. Calm down, okay? Stop. Don't be homewreckers. Why did he whisper though? I don't know. My AI text-to-speech is like crazy unstable. I don't know why he does that. He just does this sometimes. He's our gay son. Don't worry about him. I see my friend staring at me with astonishment through my watery eyes. And I quickly flaps a napkin in front of my face, which I take and press it to my eyes. I know I'm going to regret this in the morning. The thought doesn't cross me at the time. After which, Jordan immediately shoves a slice of pre-herb bread into my hand, telling me it will help. I tear into it angrily with my teeth, swallowing a hard chunk that I hadn't chewed well enough, and fall into another short coughing fit. I mean, for you, Red is fine with a good personality, but if there's more... There is more. I'm not going to voice every single character. Don't worry. I'm only doing Red because that's what I have the resources for, but don't worry. I'm not going to be doing... There's not going to be every single character. It's just... Yes. I already have that lined up as well. Are you serious? You're telling me that you two are now dating and then Jordan managed to find someone willing to swallow his suave mood all the time? Come on, that's just mean. What's the big deal? So what if it did? Never stopped my boyfriends from coming back for seconds, you know. A slight buzzing starts in my ears. The world fuzzes before my eyes for a second. My friend's reactions only make me feel even more miserable about the state I let myself get. This moment doesn't care about hiding anything. I don't care about how I look or sound. I'm like a train wreck and all I can do is just let myself go. I can't find a job. I live off my parents' money all year. I've been rejected from every damn place I've applied to. And the cherry on top is being the only single friend in our group. Oh, I've been there. I hate this. Oh, I get that I wrote this, but I'm still taking psychic damage. I've been there. I'm writing this from experience and it sucks. It sucks so bad. Jobless, fucking broke as fuck, and the only one single is rough, let me tell you. Music is pretty good though. Not before Mark. I forgot about that. Why is Mark... I totally forgot. I forgot about this one. Why is Mark catching shade? I totally forgot about that. That's so funny. Oh, nice. Thought you going after Jordan again. It's nice to be included. Same here. You know, I feel like a horrible friend tomorrow. Right now, all I can think about is how I'm falling apart in front of everyone. I can't keep the pieces together. You know what's the worst part is? In every story I've written, at least the main character has someone. Even the ones in apocalypses. But I don't even have anyone to starve with. And listen, yeah, this is like, see what I mean? Like, you know, it's just like, man, listen, I know you're going for a rough patch right now, but like this would be the kind of thing that like you see what I mean? Like they treat you like they still gonna say the same things, at least in the most of the dialogue. There are also like clove specific like things as well, like gender specific things. But a lot of times is more like how they refer to you rather than you changing as a person. If you're a man or woman, you're still the same person. You know what I mean? That's what I was talking about with like gender expression. It doesn't change who you are. It just changes how people perceive and treat you, which I think is like the most like when you're playing like a novel, it's like the most like immersion breaking things.
Dealing critical hits again. Kindred's?
I'm taking double damage from that as well, Eris. Don't worry about it. I'm taking the same psychic damage. It's Haven't you dumped like a lot of guys in the last few years? She's right. Maybe if you had settled like her and Mark, you would be starving with someone right now. Yeah. Wait, excuse me? That's not it, babe. I swear, I just... It's not my fault I had such bad luck with men. I don't think that's it, dude. What? You know you dumped like a lot of them for some pretty dumb, petty reasons. This is how the voice appears? Yes, Aaron, but this is for subs only. So if you want to use the TTS command, you gotta subscribe. The TTS is basically like a free donation. You can also use super chats to like do a TTS voice. I believe like the super chat I believe is cheaper if you just want to do one voice. You can do just $1 and it will use the super chat. But if you do $5 and subscribe to YouTube or Twitch, you can use !TTS for free. It's just like it's just so like people, because if I left it for free, it would overwhelm it. I mean, it keeps breaking all the time, just with subs alone. I made this TTS, so yeah. Oh, free, you know, like
wanna date all
instead of just using super chats all the time.
We are homewreckers calm.
No homewreckers. No homewreckers though. So yeah. You dumped a few of them for some pretty dumb reasons. Did not. Didn't you say like one of the guys you dated chewed too loudly? It was like sitting next to a chainsaw. And the other guy annoyed you because he used finger guns every time he agreed with something. There was also one of them who liked his food super bland. That one is valid though. The super bland guy is definitely, the super bland food guy is definitely valid. I saw what's her name again? Fuck, I forgot. Blurdy? Burley? Saying that she didn't like the chewing loud guy. And I was like, everybody has their own like little nitpicky stuff, but like all the time, every single thing is like, come on, you know, like that's kind of the thing. I'm a bit guilty of that myself. Hey Karu, how you doing as well? Oh, what do you mean, Aaron? Oh, you're trying to use the TCS? I told you, you gotta be a sub on the thing to like work, a sub on YouTube to work. Or, you know, like the TTS stuff is just for the thing. I am working on something. There is a way for free, technically for free, to use the TTS, but it's not implemented yet, which is if you use the channel points. There is a avatar slash, if you go on avatar.kindredspiritva.live, I do have a website that people can customize their little avatar. When someone uses the TTS, I sub, but it didn't work. No, subscription subs on YouTube is a free. You need to join the membership. It's because Twitch calls it subs, YouTube calls it memberships. It's not subscription in the sense of like that kind of subscription. That too, that you should subscribe that as well. You know, it's not that kind of subscription. It's because Twitch calls it subscription, YouTube calls it memberships. You know what I mean? I am gonna put a free way because. Okay, let me show you. Here. There is gonna be one free way to use, because if you go on avatar.kindredspiritva.live, you can get these channel points. And you do get them by just watching and talking in the chat. You know what I mean? Lurking does give points, but the best way is to really talk in the chat. And if you watch it on YouTube and Twitch, and also, you know, like there's also donations as well, they do also give points. but it's all just like chat activity and watch time mostly. And there is gonna be a redeem section that you can like redeem. You're gonna be able to redeem like, oh, TTS or something else of the sort. However, you also get a daily spin that gets you a few points, but this is not implemented yet. That's okay, Aaron. Don't worry. You don't gotta donate. If you can donate, especially to support my game, it is appreciated on Patreon, on YouTube. You do get extra content as well, like as well as little perks like the TTS stuff, but you don't have to watch it. My content is entirely for free. I try to make my things as accessible as possible. You know? It's gonna take a miracle to lose first place. That'll get you cocky. Who knows? Listen, the more they point out the reasons why my past relationships didn't work, the harder the truth becomes to deny. Oh, don't forget the one who vaped. And the one dude who tried to convince you that birds weren't real. Actually, yeah, dodge the bullet with that one. This is coming from the girl who believes in multiverses. See what I mean when like I really worked on the banter of this?
It's gonna take a miracle for me to lose first place.
See what I mean? See what I mean when I say that like I really worked on the banter for these guys to look really sound like their childhood friends? This is coming. They're like, oh yeah, actually dodge the bullet with that one. The guy that tried to convince you the birds weren't real, you know, he's like, this is coming from the guild that believes in multiverses. I didn't say I believe in them. I just thought it was a cool theory. Birds not being real is a pretty cool theory too. You guys don't get it. I want someone who's a hopeless romantic. Someone whose love can be felt in all their actions. With big gestures to love languages to the small things in day-to-day life. Why is romance dead? Can't a man just eat delicately, cook something zesty, or God forbid at least smoke like a king instead of vaping? There's a short, awkward pause as I fall into a pout and sip the last remaining drops of my margarita again. I'm actually gonna switch the controller. My back is kind of killing me. This position is not helping. I'm gonna switch back to the controller. Alright. I'm probably being unreasonable right now, but with all this frustration, I just need a way to let off some steam. It's one of the perks of being in a group of friends for over a decade. I know they won't take this to heart, but they'll still give me a truth as bitter as it might taste. Listen, Kindred, we all know how hard it is to being single. Sometimes it's no big deal, and other times it hurts like hell being alone. Maybe if you keep an open mind, you'll be able to find someone who will care for you as much as you care for them. I know he's trying to comfort me, but I'm not in the mood. The cork on my self-pity was popped right off, and there was no putting the toothpaste back in the tube. Low-key, I'm gonna leave so I can experience this when it comes out for real. You can play the demo right now, Karu. This is just... We're halfway through the demo. There's still 1 hour left in demo. So if you wanna pause the stream, go play the demo, and then come back, this is half of it. We haven't even met the first love interest yet. The demo is 2 hours long. And the whole game is like 10. Each love interest has 100,000 lines of dialogue. So about 6 hours per love interest, I believe. You know what I mean? So yes, that's already halfway through the demo. Yes, this is halfway through the demo. You mean you only play the first hour? No, I'm gonna play the whole thing. I'll make the time eventually. All right, got it. I frown at Jordan defiantly and take another sip of my now empty drink. Hana chimes in. Have you thought about calling up any of your exes that you might, I don't know, be able to tolerate? Since you're that desperate anyway. He's lacking romance, Hana, remember? Ugh, so overrated in the long term, Kindred. It's nice sometimes, but too much of it makes it less special. That's why Mark and I are doing so well. Wow, thanks, babe. Anytime. See how adorable you two are together? It's not fair. Where did I go wrong? We've been trying to tell you, but you're not really listening at this point. Somewhere in my mind, I hear and believe Jordan. Right now, it's much easier to drown out the truth and self-pity. Starting to feel the sharp edges of my frustration smoothed away and a dull ache in my head and chest. My friends are still trying to comfort me, even pitching guys they know. But after all of that, the alcohol's really started to creep up on me. I found yeast that expired in 2020. Woof. I mean, you shouldn't throw it away. It's older. It's got its 6th birthday. Like throw it a birthday party or something. Seems so little has happened, yet all you keep telling us behind the scenes stuff and whatnot, which is a good thing. I mean, yeah, it's the demo. Like, yeah, it's setting up the scene, you know, like, it's kind of the thing. Also, this novel is not a very, like, there's not gonna be any demon, dragon, monster fucker, like, coming up. There is one that I planned for as a little bit of an Easter egg, but this is not part of the main game. The main experience is a regular relationship with, like, regular people. You know what I mean? Unless we're talking about the yandere. The yandere is gonna be... I think the craziest one is the yandere one, but it's a yandere. It's gotta be crazy. You know what I mean? The most of the characters, they're pretty normal, so they're like... It's mostly like a soap opera instead of like a... You know what I mean? Like, this is closer to a soap opera than a... What's the word? Than like a monster fucker love story. No monster fuckers for me. Well, there is one, but that's more of a joke character. There is one joke character that I'm planning to be a monster fucker, but that's Easter egg. You're gonna have to find that one. It's not even gonna be like available for like easy. It's not gonna be part of the main story. You're gonna have to unlock that shit. There is one monster fucker that I'm planning, but it's a joke character. It's not a real story. It's gonna be the monster fucker that judges you for being kinky and just like, wonder what kind of like mix of daddy issues, abandonment issues, or maybe you're just into somebody that loves you unconditionally. That's why you love the carnality of it. Maybe you're just kinky. Who knows? Hey, it's like it's gonna be like the you know. Who knows? We might be even getting off by like me shaming you like this. You know what I mean? Like that's don't worry. That's not part of the main game. That's not part of the main game. Because I want it to be a serious game. I thought about like making like a monster fucker one, but I genuinely want this to be like a story, right? So I didn't want to have the meme character like straight from the get-go. So, you know. Yes. Yeah, you gotta unlock that shit. I'm going home now. Ah, jeez. I knew you downed those margaritas too fast. You even get home by yourself? The hot sink's even lower. When I ordered those drinks, I thought I'd be staying home in the restaurant long enough for it to wear it off. Now here I was, drunk, annoyed, and at the mercy of my friends. I surrendered and shake my head pitifully. It's probably not a good idea. Don't worry about it. I'll give you a lift. Mark and I came here together, so we can just stop by your place and then you can take me home. Sure can. Come on, let's go. Sorry that things are rough right now, Kindred. It was nice seeing you after so long. If things get any worse, you can count on us to be here for you. Thanks, Jordan. Good seeing you too. Tell Peter I said hi. And what pointer is the story? What do you mean by pointer? Oh, point? Just wrapping up. The scene at least. As I ride in the passenger seat of their car, face pressed against the cool glass of the window, I reflect on where I went wrong. Isn't it better to cut your losses early than suffer through a relationship that won't make you happy in the long term? I should really lower my standards or just accept being
Starlight
single
Line
anyway.
says furry mod, spin off Kaya Affictionate.
I don't know about that, Star. I don't know if I'm gonna make a furry character. I don't know about that one, Chief. Being average looking was never the issue. I've always been the type to set a goal and go after it. At least recently. My imagination is my greatest pride. If anyone took the time to read my writing these days, they would see that. I shift in my seat as the foggiest wisp of any idea tries to form in my head. I haven't let anyone see my writing in so long. Mostly consists of spicy romance tales and complex fantasy world building. No, my monster's gonna be like Tentacle Monster. He would be like Monster. He would not be like a furry monster. He would be like a Wendigo sort of like Tentacle Monster. He would be like Monster. See how the first yeah, guys, if you want more characters, support this
Gilgalad
one.
says,
You know what I mean?
well, you
Go
did
sign
say
up the
you'd adopt
Patreon.
Falco
Go
to
like
your game.
you know what I mean? Like, how do you expect me? I've already put 2/3 of my savings into making just one character. Okay, let's go one thing at a time. Let's go one thing at a time. Okay. I'll think about adding more characters in the future. This story is built entirely on the premise of like having more characters to choose from, you know, and being like, you can go on and then go back and try out the others. It's just calm down, one thing at a time, okay? Wendigo's a bad idea for cultural sensitivity reasons. Oh yeah, no, I mean like the monster design. I don't mean like he's gonna be a Wendigo. I mean the character design visually. It's not gonna be a Wendigo, you know. I make Hannah drop me off in front of the building. She wanted to walk me to my door, but even as drunk as I am, and I wasn't gonna let her see the state my place was in. I stumble through the door, clumsily locking it behind me and kicking my shoes. Now that I'm back in my own place, I just want to get out of these clothes and into something soft and comforting. I leave a trail of shed clothing to the bathroom, where I wash up in the sink. As I dry my face and pause and stare at my own eyes in the mirror for a long time. Wendigo seems to be a bit controversial though. I mean, I don't mean a Wendigo, guys. I mean Twitter Wendigo. I don't mean like the Native American Wendigo, guys. I mean Twitter art and the Wendigo. I mean monster, generic ones. I don't do anything copyrighted. All my characters are unique. You know? Don't mean it like that, guys. Don't mean, especially because like the Twitter Wendigos are not even like accurate to like actual real life Wendigos, so they're kind of their own thing. You know what I mean? They don't even I believe the Native American ones are more like the. So why don't you say monster then? Because I'm meaning a specific. Because I mean a specific kind of character. This is what they call Wendigo, like Twitter Wendigo. Twitter. This kind of like beast sort of thing. Can I show this on? I guess I can show this. This kind of design. This kind of design. This is Twitter Wendigo. This is Twitter Wendigo. You know what I mean? It's not the Native American one. It's inspired for sure, but like this. You know what I mean? I believe, no, this one is not the Native American one. The Native American one is more like a rat man. It's like kind of like like a werewolf type beast. Yeah, this, I believe it's this one, right? This one is like real Wendigo, like from Native America, right? Yeah, I believe it's this one, right? This is like the closer to like the actual thing. When I was saying Wendigo, I mean like fucking, what's his name? Coat of the Lamb Wendigo. You know, this sort of like pop culture Wendigo. You know? This kind of design. You know? This is what I was talking about. I don't even know what why I'm doing it. Searching for something, maybe. Like the answer to all of my problems is somehow hidden away inside myself. Maybe if I just look deep enough, I'll find them. Break from my own tired gaze. Drop the damn towel on the counter and leave the bathroom. People don't care. I've seen people's dear Wendigo, dear furry, get hate because Wendigo. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't like appropriating cultures that are not like closer to me. So that's why I don't do like, if I'm doing like a spin, I'm doing my own spin. I'm like taking from many different places, so it doesn't feel like I'm like spinning off like somebody else's culture, unless it's my culture. That's why I don't do like, I never do, for example, like, you know, like that kind of stuff. It's always like
Starlight
I take my own spin, or I do pop culture.
Don't care.
You know?
I've seen people's dear furry OCs get hate cause Wendigo.
Yeah, but like if people want to hate, they can always. If you're mentally ill enough, you can always find a reason to hate on something. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a difference between like culturally appropriating something and then like just using like a general mishmash of like pop culture stuff. You know? For sure, for sure. There's a line to anything, you know? There's a line to everything, you know? I rummaged through the basket of clean laundry in my bedroom. I folded everything when I put them in here. But after picking through the clothes all week, everything was a disheveled mess. I extract a set of cotton pajamas and slip in them. It might be a little bit wrinkled, but it's soft and smelled fresh. As I stand back up, the button shirt in the front, I catch my reflection dressed in the mirror. Even with the scowl engraved on my face, pajamas like this made anyone look cute. I do look cute. Adorable, even. If I had a boyfriend right now, I'd send him a selfie, or if he was living with me, I'd cuddle up to him, or... I groan loudly and fling myself in bed, squeezing a pillow to my chest and curling around it. Even cuddling in real life hasn't been as romantic as it was in the books. In the game, your character will throw up soon for drinking too much. No, she didn't drink that much. She drank only 2 drinks. You know what I mean? She's a little bit well, my character's a little bit of a lightweight. It's me. It's a male character, but like, you know what I mean? The character didn't drink that much. You know, she's just kind of feeling themselves. He's just kind of feeling themselves. I'll go get myself some Monster. I wish. I gotta buy myself some Monster Energy drinks as well. Was there anything that was as good as in real life as my digital favorite fantasies? All the guys I dated and dumped through college days start parading in my memory. Sure, they all complimented my looks in one way or another. But had any of them been romantic about it? A romantic man would see me in pajamas and gush about how soft and huggable they made me. A romantic man wouldn't just look me up and down and say, "You look good, babe." Instead, he would yearn for me. Did I ever get any more from that? From any of them? Something as intimate and special as being in a relationship, it needed to be adored and romanticized to make it worth. Otherwise, it's not special at all. That's why in the end, none of them were the one. I sit up in bed and glance at the rows of manga on the little bookshelf in my bed. The best men in my life came from between those pages. And when the books weren't enough, there were games with even more guys to choose from. The men in love and freak space and you obey were so amazing in so many ways, giving me all I could ever ask for regular men. Legally distinct. Legally distinct, by the way. Legally distinct, by the way. No relation to any other copyrighted work that might be relative to those things. They were bursting with passion and romance in so many ways, in so many stories they didn't even know about. Oh, Brandon. That's only made them all the more charming. My eyes travel along the spines of the books, lovingly reading them, the familiar titles, and being filled with sparks of affection for each and every one of them. That's when I declare, heated and still a bit drunk, to my empty apartment. I'm done with real men forever. 2D men are all I ever need. It's like cleansing of my soul. Without my words, I instantly feel better at the resolve that takes hold of me. I spring from my bed and head straight for the desk across the room. Unplug a fresh notebook from the dwindling pile and snatch a favorite pen from the jar. I whirl around to face the whole of my bedroom once again, and I declare out loud. If I can find a romantic man in real life, I'll just have to write my own. I've written plenty of steamy romance in the past, but never one specifically meant for me. A man tailored to my whims. Not the love interest that I always flung at them with a clumsy self-insert, but as me, as I am, with none of my traits I idealize or imagined away. No, this man I was about to write into
Starlight Line
existence.
says, I'm reporting this under, I'm in this game and I don't like it.
Told you. Told you. Does this version of Lads have the 6 love interest in it? Not talking about that one. I haven't fought that far, okay? Shut up. I'm gonna adopt Valko into my game. You know, if they cancel it, technically doesn't mean I mean, I suppose they still have the copyright for it, so I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can adopt the wolf boy into my design, but maybe. Legally distinct enough that it doesn't make a difference. Seems like a very long list. Should probably narrow it down. The first step in writing anything is inspiration. What kind of man would you think would be the best for me? And there you go. These are the 3 that I was thinking about. I was thinking of like Werewolf, Yunchi Yandere, and about that. I don't know if I'm gonna do Omegaverse Alpha. I'm gonna do like Yandere Childhood Best Friend. I'm thinking about the Omegaverse one. They reached Yandere Daddy. I was thinking the next one. Although I'm probably gonna do a community poll to decide whichever one is gonna be next after red is like more. Basically, okay, here, let me tell you what it's ready right now, just so you guys know, and then I can talk about it, right? Red is fully written, top to bottom. He just needs to be edited. All that I'm waiting for red is art, CGs. This is gonna be about October this year. So it's gonna be a few months before the launch of red. By that time, I believe that in December, that's when I'm planning to fully release red. Or close around that time. That's when I was thinking of like dropping red and the preview of the next character, right? So it's gonna be red and the next character. And then it's like the next character and the third character. You see where I was like going with this? You see where I was like going with this? That's where I was thinking of like, because it gives me time to write it down. It gives me time to edit. A lot of time, actually, writing is actually not that long. The problem that takes me very long time is to like reread it, reread it, reread it, reread it. Oh, this is cringe. I don't like this. This is kind of like rambling. That it's more like revision than the other ones. You know what I mean? That really takes me the time. The glossy cover of a men's catalog from my junk mail pile catches my eye. Perfect. They always pick the best men models for the men's clothing. Even the older guys are total dilfs. I grab the catalog and bring it back to my desk. Flipping through the pages, I scan the different models from the poses and outfits. They all look good in their own ways, but none of them inspire me in the way that I need. The further into the catalog I go, the more desperate I get to find the right man. Then towards the back of the entire catalog, just before the underwear and socks, I see him. A buff guy with slick back hair and one odd strand swooping across his strong brow. There are two photos of him. In one, he's wearing a tight black compression shirt, a jacket slung over, almost out of sight over his muscular shoulder. But in the bigger photo, the one that gets me, hands in his pockets wearing the jacket they're actually trying to sell. I can almost smell the black leather through the page, feel the smooth, rich glide of the sexiest material a man could ever wear. How come you know a smidge of this bird when you mostly know everything about the ferret? Just a smidge. I lift my eyes to meet his in the photo. His eyes squint piercingly into mine above the edge of his aviators. The slight pouty sneer of his full lips gives the perfect get-lost attitude. I can see it clearly from just that one image. I know exactly what I want. I bite my lip as a flood of desire washes over my body. And let's be honest, didn't take much these days after being single for so long. You know what? Relatable. You know what? That's fair. I steady my shaky fingers, flip over a brand new notebook and ready my pen to write. I stare at the model in the catalog and picture a slightly different version of the real-life man behind him. I was done with actual men after all. I close my eyes and form him in my mind. He looked just as tall and buff as the model, only with darker hair and bluer eyes. The model had freckles, but I wanted them gone. They're too cute for the guy I'm picturing. No, this guy's skin is slightly tan from riding his motorcycle. His hands are rough, a working man's hands. I can imagine what those hands feel like over my body. I squeeze my thighs together, imagination running wild with the details. His clothes are far rougher and more worn out than the pristine outfit given to the model. His jeans are thin at the knees, covered in stubborn oil stains in a few places. His t-shirt was equally stained, but the leather jacket was pristine. Think about how nice and warm it would be to slide my arms into the jacket with him while I hug him on a cold night. MCB into it. I mean, you know, they're relatable. Maybe after a ride, his motorcycle leaves me chilly and needing his warmth. I imagine all sorts of things about him, some that I write down, others that I don't have time to describe before my vision begins to swim. The world seems to tilt gently on its side as I slide with it, even not fully aware of what's happening before everything goes dark. Come on, MC, this is a guy. Y'all know where he's imagining those hands. I mean, it could be a guy or a girl. You fill in those blanks on what exactly he's doing with his hands to whichever version of gender you choose to be. You know? Coming back to myself isn't great. My temples are throbbing like someone is flicking me in between the eyes. My stomach feels like it's twisting itself, All my limbs are numb but somehow sore at the same time. I lift my head. My cheeks peel away from the paper of my notebook, somewhat stuck to my face. Ugh. Must have fallen asleep face first into my own writing. I can almost taste the ink that's been smeared across the page by my own drew. Gross. Slowly regaining my focus, I squint down at the page I was writing. My writing is nothing more than a mess of blurry lines. I even spotted a poor attempt at artwork. I think I've been trying to sketch a pair of alluring eyes, but in the harsh light of the morning, it looks like an alien cross-swept with a K-pop star that's been slightly microwaved. I groaned the words out loud to really hammer home the point that I shouldn't write a sketch while drunk. I can vaguely remember what I wrote, but right now there are more immediate priorities. My body feels heavy as I pull myself away from the desk and stagger into the bathroom to wash up. After a long, hot shower, I make coffee strong enough to wake the dead and slump into the kitchen chair. I feel like it feels like every drop of it takes an eternity as my temples keep pounding. I reach for the water cooler and some painkillers in the center of the table. I force myself to choke down a biscuit left in the half-empty package, just to give the meds something to work with. The first cup is always black. Cream and sugar comes later once I feel like a person again. This diva stole my monster. They're too cute for the guy I'm picturing. Thank you for giving the proper reason why your character doesn't add freckles. I sometimes feel like people just don't call them ugly for no reason. Do people think that freckles are ugly? In Brazil, they're actually pretty cute. I don't know, maybe this is a cultural thing, but it's very rare for people to have freckles in Brazil. So people just find them cute. So that's why he doesn't have it, because it's cute. You know what I mean? Like, he's not supposed to be a cute guy. As I sit there, alone in my kitchen, my head is slowly subsiding at the nausea, easing enough just for me to relax. I face another discomfort. When my body slowly recovers from the night before, my mind is examining it too. It's just as harsh as the effects of too much alcohol someone hasn't drunk in a while. My friend's words play over a few times, and my reaction shifts slightly with each repetition. The first time, I'm hurt that they were so blunt with me. They are cute. I blame Hollywood and the makeup industry. The first time, I'm hurt they were so blunt with me. The second time, I try to pretend that it didn't matter and they were wrong. The third time, I'm annoyed at myself for starting to agree with them. Maybe I should stop being so picky and expect the Prince Charming to ride in on a white horse and sweep me off my feet. At the time, those little things seemed like make it or break it factors, but now, maybe I was a bit mean with the guy who chewed loudly. A new resolve claws its way from my hangover. I'll prove everyone wrong, even myself. I can find someone without nitpicking every little turnoff. I finish my coffee and study myself, then pull out my phone. Doing what any sensible adult does when life feels a little too empty. I download a dating app. Oh, no. Oh. I hate this. I wrote this and I'm taking psychic damage again, dude. I hate this. I need another drink, dude. My Coca-Cola's almost done. I need more. I need something else to drink. Give me a moment, chat. Give me one. Give me just a moment, chat.
It's Casey Seskin's PC on Fire.
Here we go. I'm back. There you go. Got some Pringles from my niece's snacks. I'm sure she won't notice. There you go. All right. There you go. Stop causing chaos. Why are you guys like this? There you go. Oh, wrong button. There you go. Alright. Oh, you're stealing? A little bit. She's like tiny. Like, she's not gonna eat a whole can of Pringles. She's not even gonna notice. There you go. Downloaded the app. Oh no.
Down, fires out.
Oh boy, that's the worst mistake. Unless you really just want to fuck. Straight up, don't download dating apps. All right. It's a little side tangent because I really want to yap about this. You're a single person, you really want a relationship, don't download dating apps. Dating apps are for people that want to hook up or people that want to make mistakes in their life. All right? Here's the best way that you can do to get into a relationship, especially if you're older. But if you, like, with people like that are into a, either find a hobby. It can be tech. It can be like soldering, art, woodworking, sewing, anything. Find a hobby. Go to classes, like actual classes of this hobby that might have around your city. Or parks. Parks are also great. But parks is harder because it's like harder to like come up to random people and just start conversation. 100% surefire way is you're gonna find a place that has hobbies. So you want like a Magic the Gathering like GameStop, or you want like a hobby that has like a class that you can talk to some people. This is gonna help you make friends that have the same interests as you. And those friends are gonna have friends, or they're gonna be hot. And if they're hot, then you can start a relationship with them. Don't download dating apps. Dating apps are a trap for people that just, you know, either down bad and just want to hook up, or they just don't know what to do with their lives. But keep in mind, always remember, if dating apps got relationships, they would lose their clientele. So, you know, and if you're gay, start praying. No, if you're gay, just download Grindr. Like, gay men are still men at the end of the day. They're fucking hoes. You know what I mean? But yes, that goes for gay men as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's just the different flavor of dating app. But gay men are hoes. So like, you know, like, gay men, at least in that sense, are very honest. They're like, hey, do you want to fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's dudes if dudes be dudes. At least they're honest in that regard. Backup option, AI chat. Fuck no. Fuck a character AI. I don't have a lot of respect for people that like... I don't have... Okay, that's not true. People don't have a lot of respect for people that roleplay on Discord servers, but I think it's a lot more respectable to roleplay on Discord servers than fucking character AI. Fuck character AI. Fuck AI, dude. Fuck generative AI. Make AI that like find cancer cells or like transcriptions, like translate stuff in real time. Do AI that like takes away menial work. That like helps accessibility, that helps, you know what I mean, like repetitive work that just, you know, fuck Gen AI. Make AI that like works spreadsheets, you know? Make AI that like fucking makes spreadsheets or automates like repetitive stuff that you want to do. Like, for example, like there's one in Blender that like I really actually kind of fuck with. That instead of like having to manually go in and like change the values, you can just say, hey, change all the lights values, just like, and it just finishes that. Maybe you should take your own advice and de-shrimp. There you go, de-shrimped. You know, don't make fucking AI that like, there you go. That's like stealing from artists and like people, you know, that sucks. I spent the rest of the morning and fine. A good part of the afternoon sobering up and trying to make my profile look like it belongs to a functioning human being. I pick the best photos I can find for myself, the ones that I look mildly put together, and I try to write something that sounds interesting. With 3 drafts that make me sound like a hostage writing a random note about myself, I give up on sincerity and go with chronically single, sleep-deprived writer looking for someone who's not a murderer. Funny is easier than honest. Funny is easier than honest. Always has been. I enjoy writing as a hobby, but trying to sell my personality feels like assembling furniture without the manual. A cheaper option if you want to expand your palette? Yeah. Always try no apples. Crazy how different they taste. As soon as I'm satisfied with the photos and details, my job is done. Place my phone facing down on the table, stretch and let out a groan. I don't know if I feel good about it or not. As I look around the kitchen, I start to realize the problem. The dishes piled in the sink and on the counter. Empty food containers strewn about and the trash bin is overflowing. From there, my eyes move to the main living room, with his own share of the mess that continues all the way to my bedroom. Even with my body putting up a fight, I force myself, step by step, to start making sense of the chaos. I let myself go. While cleaning my apartment through the hangover, it feels like slowly taking control again. I'm going to try to get my life in order. This is a good start. I make it as far as loading the dishwasher and tossing all my trash before my phone starts chiming. Whether or not I did a good job and did a good enough job with my profile, the guy doesn't seem to care. I'm surprised how I'm getting matches within a few hours. With nothing better to do than recover from last night's embarrassment, I spend the rest of the day casually messaging several prospective dates while I continue making sense of a mess in my apartment. At least messaging whenever I wasn't instantly blocking guys who opened a convo with dick pics and requests for nudes. Although I'm a bit apprehensive at first, the ones who chat back seem to have good intentions. They're actually pretty nice to talk to. After a while, I feel a little tug of hope in my chest that this might actually be a good idea. To my surprise, there's one man that I click over our Love Among Us series. He's in my general area. Bit of a drive away, but still closer than I would have expected. He isn't bad looking, so I tell myself, so I decide to see where this goes. I even start smiling and giggling along with some of his comments, agreeing with points he makes about manga and ignoring other messages just to keep chatting with him. Maybe this won't be so bad after all. A call came in while I was in the middle of reading a message, a pile of clothes in my arms. It was Hannah again. Hey Hannah. By the way, the PFP for the MC, it's gonna be customizable as well. I'm thinking of like, I don't know if people want this or if it's like too much. I don't know if people want this, but I was thinking of like letting people customize the background character, the background of the phone as well as the PFP. It's actually pretty easy because these are separate parts. I just don't know. Customizable? Yeah, just gonna be like 3 options and you can pick. You know? At the character creation. You know, at the beginning. Hey there. Just thought I would call and check you up on your list 9. You doing okay? Yeah, I am now, yeah. Got sobered up with a lot of coffee and something to eat. Whew, that's a relief. I was worried it upset you too much. Sorry if it made you feel miserable. I wanted to jokingly agree, but I knew that wouldn't be fair. I went back to gathering clothes and towels around the apartment that needed to go to the wash while we continued to talk on the speaker. No, you're all pretty much spot on about everything. Don't worry, I'm doing much better. Promise. Are you sure? You're not trying to get me off the phone so you can cry into your pillow, right? Got all that last night, actually. It's a new day. Well, night by now. I decided it couldn't hurt to try out a dating app. Just see what happens. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, I think that's a great idea. Thanks for not making fun of me over it. I would never. You haven't cast your net out in a while. I think it's long overdue. Thanks. I already have quite a couple of matches. It's actually been nice to talk to a guy. That's cool. Not everyone connects so fast. I don't know if we connected so much as we've been finding things in common. He lives pretty close by. Oh, he actually just messaged me. I was really tempted to put like a Grindr message, but like I didn't want it. Copyright and all that. MC just needs to get their bad energy out of their chest. Yeah, no, that's just like part of, I think like a support system, and just getting yourself out there is a pretty good first step, you know? And you were stating about dating apps? Shh, the story's not over yet. Shh. Hey, wow, this guy works fast. You're gonna take him up on it? I don't know, we just started talking. I mean, Mayor Mamdamni found his wife on Hinge, so like... I guess every now and then you find someone that actually like fucks with you, but like... I'm just talking from my experience, I fucking hate dating apps. I found pretty good people like to befriend and you know to hook up. Never found a good relationship on dating apps. Hey Andrea, you should try talking face to face. Find out if you can carry a conversation in the real life and not just through messages. If you still like talking to him, then at least it's worth trying for a bit. Guess that makes sense. Can't find out if I just don't go for it, right? As a spirit, Kindred. Sorry. Just to make sure he doesn't take you anywhere shady. I'll do my best. I'll tell him right now. How's it going with the game? We're about to meet the first love interest. I don't want to get too excited for it too quickly, but I really hope this is a good thing for you. If nothing else, maybe he'll end up being a good friend. Just the idea of having to friend zone another boyfriend is enough to cause some anxiety. But I try to stay optimistic. At least if it don't work out, I know there's no one else in the friend group to date, since you're all together now. It's alright, there's no awkward way to find out. Guess you haven't been on social so much. We've all been posing as a couple for a while, so we just thought you knew. I mentally roll my eyes. I literally blocked this on myself, didn't I? Socials have made everything harder, so I just haven't paid much attention. Sorry for acting like that. Don't worry about it. Now you know, and hey, you've been on your way to joining us in Couples Bliss. I'm actually curious to see Jordan displaying any kind of emotion regardless. I'd like to meet his boyfriend sometime. He's a different person, I swear. Not in a huge way, but seriously. It's like his aura completely lights up when he glows around Pete. What about Mark? Is he a completely different person around you now? Oh no, he's still an airhead, but now he calls me babe. I smile softly, but a creeping loneliness sweeps into my chest. I swallow it down. I won't let it get into the way of being happy for my friends. Just as long as you're both treating each other right. Of course we are. It's easier for us to be together since we've known each other since middle school. I thought it would be an obstacle, but no. Turns out when you know someone that long, you really know them. True, you always knew about the fanfictions I wrote all throughout high school instead of paying attention in class. This is where I left off. See y'all later. Alright, Tony. If you want to check out the demo, do check out the demo. You can always play it by yourself and then check out my reactions after. So, you know, if you don't want any spoilers to the love interest, you can play it yourself and then come back and watch the stream. Although I do hope that you stick around and lurk at least if you can. You know, to support the stream. It is the launch of my visual novel, so... you know. And you know all about the fan fiction I've commissioned from you too. Still have a notebook tucked on the shelf somewhere. Thought it was so naughty. But it really wasn't as graphic as what I write these days. It's big enough. How's your writing going anyway? I think about making it a career, or even a side gig for something? You're always so talented. Thought about it, but no. I just write for myself. If you say so. I think a lot of people would pay for a spicy romance when it's tastefully well written. Perhaps something to fall back on? Usually it's the other way around with creative passion and corporate position. Life is just weird right now. That's what she said because I heard last night in my back in my aunt's house. Slowly pokes a bit Dorito cardboard cutout. Don't ask. I understand. Hey, just go on that date, meet this guy, and see where it goes. Don't forget to tell me at all afterwards. You don't hear from me, just assume I was murdered, or that it went poorly. Don't even joke about that. How about you text me the address where you're going? Just to be sure. Once I know, you know. I have to go. Mark couldn't get my attention, so he bet himself that he could jump off the sofa into the living room to the kitchen counter. I gotta make sure he's okay before, because if he broke something, I'm the one who has to explain to the paramedics why my boyfriend thought he could fly. In the background, I hear Mark say, "It's all good, babe." You better take care of that. I'll talk to you later. It's just my problem. It's like the classic friend chatting on WhatsApp. Of course. Bye-bye. I hang up the phone and instantly pull up the messages I'd missed. A few of the little bits about his job, his schedule, when it would be the best time to meet. To my surprise, he asked me if tomorrow was too soon to go out for a drink. I tapped my finger on the side of the phone for a moment or two, wondering if it was too good to be true or too soon to be good. To his credit, he hasn't pestered me about it since asking the question, and he had been waiting for me to answer. I messaged him back with a yes, and it takes a few moments to send a smiley face and a heart. I feel an all too familiar twinge of nervous excitement at the testament, a glimmer of expectation and hope of what could it be. I gave myself a little pep talk as I continued to chit-chat with a mysterious guy into the night, in between organizing clothes and cleaning out the fridge. He managed to keep my interest enough that I eventually agreed to meet him at the bar he suggests, tomorrow around dinner time. Cats are the best. Mark, are you a fucking cat? Mark is in trouble, isn't he? Oh, it's Mark. You know how Mark be. None of our conversations too flowery or clunkily. It seems to flow well. We learned a bit about each other, talked about music and shows that we enjoyed, had a few disagreements about minor things. It felt normal, harmless even. I tried to say that was fine, but there was also hoping that you start flirting with me when we met in person. When the conversation naturally wound down and we said our goodnights, I set my phone aside and headed to my desk. Writing with pen and paper would take too long tonight, so I opened my laptop and dove right into an unfinished romance story I've started a few weeks back. I'd run out of steam on it, but now steam was all that I had. I poured all of it into the blank page. Passion, rampant desire, declarations of love worthy of a Hallmark movie. All the good stuff that flooded my brain with that sweet, sweet dopamine. I fell asleep that night in a more pleasant mood than I've been in a while. I wake up feeling even better. Passed the day finishing cleaning that started yesterday. Scrubbing, dusting, vacuuming, excavating the beautiful apartment I've let around beneath my neglect. For the first time in weeks, I feel like I can rest easier in the newly cleaned space. If I do have a chance to bring a guy back here, at least now I won't have to be ashamed of it. Having finished all the hard work, I finally checked my messages after turning off notifications. I had other guys messaging me even after I went to sleep. The mystery guy sends me a good morning text and the address for a date spot. It isn't too far away, it's slightly outside my usual driving radius. Not that I've been going anywhere lately. The rest of the day goes by in a calm span of a few hours writing, reading manga, catching up to a show I'd lost track of. As the afternoon starts shifting into the evening, the anticipation begins to creep in. I go for my closet, hunting down an outfit to wear for my date. Looks like we're going to the bar. It's not as much if dress codes matter as much. I could easily just throw on a sweater and jeans and be done with it, but it's been so long since I've really dressed up. Longer still since I've gone for a look that meant to knock it out of the park. Nothing wrong with going a little bit overboard once in a while. Now, like, I'm dressed as a man. I picked to be a man, right? But I can put on a dress if I want. You know? He's still gonna treat me as a man, but he's gonna act like he's gonna react like I'm wearing a dress. So none of the gender options are actually locked between gender, but you can be a man and dress, you know, however you want. You can be a woman and dress however you want. Or non-binary and say, fuck it. Fuck gender, you know? So yes, that's kind of what I was going with, like, this kind of stuff. Because it's not like I didn't want, like, meaningless choices. There's a lot of, like, novels that do this where, like, you pick 3,000 things and then nothing changes. So these things do change dialogue, but it's not, like, much. It's mostly just, like, reading. You know what I mean? For garbage bags and fridge, it's like 80% clean. I ran out of wipes where I could clean my roommate's shelf. So she can clean that one herself when she gets home. I chose a black blazer and matching black button shirt. It's been my old reliable for weddings, parties, and even a few job interviews. With that price tag as well, it better been. It's made of linen, which the salesperson told me was very fancy. This plus a nice watch had me looking more presentable than I had in weeks. Drag queen, let's go. I'd throw out so many expired sauces. Oof. Rough. Kid, come on. Nah, I'm dressing how I want to. This is supposed to be me, after all. You can go play the demo if you want to be a drag queen and play the game as a drag queen. What? You can play the demo. The demo's free. It works on your phone. Just download the app on your phone and just, like, download it from Steam on your phone. I'll show it afterward how you do it. You can do that later. Roommate was a ketchup that expired in 2023. Damn. Place is okay and it's casual. And I go into the bathroom and wash my face and start working on my hair. Feels like months since I've used any of these products. Even yesterday, I didn't put
Starlight Line says literally everyone wanted you to wear the dress.
Yeah, but I don't want it. You guys don't decide. I've said this before. I hold the power of decision. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. You guys sometimes have the right to suggest on the things that I already wanted to do anyway. What's the name of this game? Affictionate on Steam. It is my game. I made this. The demo just came out on Steam. You can go play it right now. You should play it. Go play it and go wishlist it. But yes, it is called Affictionate on Steam. So yeah. Right now, I want to look stunning. Even if this guy has any taste, he'll appreciate how much work I'm putting in for him. Maybe we'll even throw in a compliment or two my way. So far, he hasn't brought up my looks at all. I mean, props to him for not being shallow. But tonight, I'm getting dressed with every intention of being trouble. The kind of trouble a man doesn't recover from easily. They all made you wear a dress in real life, so you gotta wear it in game? Absolutely not. That was a one-time thing. Yes. Also, by the way, I seen a few people say that like when Google copy, if you copy paste just
wear
Affictionate
another
on
maid
Google,
dress or send us feet pictures.
if you copy paste Affictionate on Google, it autocorrects to Affectionate. So sometimes you gotta really just you gotta really type it out Affectionate. That's why I have a website as well. There's also affectionate.com, so you can go to there and it will give you the link. Hairstyling finally complete. I check the time and slip on my shoes. After a while, I give myself one last look over in the mirror and by the door. I haven't looked or felt this sexy in a long time. Feels good to have a reason to look my best. After checking that I have my phone, keys, and everything I need, I'm finally ready to head out for my first date in over a year. Is that not correct? Yeah, I remember to do that. What's that? He said blazer. Laser. Aftertaste. He calls it a bar, but it's more of a club or a pub. The number of motorcycles in the park is parked out in the front is a bit unsettling, as if the location in the back end of the city isn't enough already. It's not exactly the cozy first date spot I've been picturing. Normally a more posh of cafes, even with quite little wine bars. Literally anywhere that doesn't feel like a fight could break out at any second, or where someone might be doing hard drugs in the restroom. The thought of a hazy fog in the windows can see how tightly packed the place is. The dim neon lights barely illuminate the vague shapes of the bar patrons, but I can still make out a sea of people. Loud laughter, cheers break out occasionally, sometimes in overlapping waves that hit my ears all at once. I tell myself not to judge. All kinds of people like places with character. It doesn't mean anything is gonna happen to me. All the same, I snap a picture of the entrance and send it to Hannah. If I go missing, this is my last known location. I tuck my phone back in my clutch and take a cleansing breath. The air has a faint smell of cigarettes. I feel ridiculous, standing in front of a place dressed like I'm going somewhere the waiters grind pepper at the table. Hey, secretly cheese. Good thing Google gives you the option to search instead of Affectionate under Affectionate. Search results take you to the Steam page and the website. Yes. For sure. But yeah, sometimes people will say like the Google was given do you mean Affectionate? It wasn't showing, but like yeah. It's unfortunate, especially when you're starting out. Once there's more search results, more people search for Affectionate, I feel like it's gonna like say like, hey, people are searching for Affectionate, you know? But yes. How you doing, Cheese? I mean, that's just a normal Google skill. Yeah, but you know who with like AI and stuff, people are like losing the digital. I mean, us here tend to be very old. But you gotta keep in mind, like, a lot of people are like, especially I look at AI overview and everything, they're losing the internet surfing skills, you know what I mean? I regret not staying in my cab until I confirmed the mystery guy was in there too. Torn between waiting for another cab or heading towards the brighter interior of the bar, I check my phone. No messages yet. This the last one he sent. Meet you at 8. You'll love this place. Promise. Last seen 2 hours ago. I'm trying to, I really am. That message is from 2 hours ago. Even though he's a complete stranger, I still feel safer not being here alone. But I'm not about to turn around and head home after putting in so much effort. Very stressed, but otherwise good. Lurking in plain peak, so I can at least try to chill. By the way, Cheese, if you can, go wishlist Affictionate as well if you want to try out the demo for yourself. I mean, you know, just support your favorite streamer, but, you know, I did make this game for you guys, so. But I'm not about to turn around and head home after putting in so much effort. I swallow hard, pull my shoulders back, and remind myself why I'm here. I got something to prove. Can be flexible. I can try new things. I have a while ago too. Oh, thank you, Cheese. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm already in the thick of it anyway. The sound only intensifies once I'm inside. A few people dance to the music. Others that scatter tables, and off to the side is a pool
Starlight
table.
Line says, MC would not survive a horror movie, not gonna lie.
Is YouTube chat not showing up? It should. Yeah, it is. Look at your message there. After the initial shock hits me, I start to feel the vibe this place gives me. Place of hot wings and barbecue sliders pass on the way to the booth. Combined with the music, it takes a surprisingly lively atmosphere. The bartender glanced at me with practiced indifference, of someone who's seen every flavor of human being pass through that door. I still feel horribly self-conscious about turning my eyes, so I turned to scan my eyes for a place to sit. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I misclicked, my bad. There you go, here. I spotted a booth near the wall, safe, less visible. Maybe the best choice to ease myself into the space. Before I claim it, I check my phone. It's only 8 p.m., which is probably just too early. Ignoring a few stares, I bravely approached the bar and ordered a soda, not wanting to drink myself so early into the night. I was very distracted today. What am I distracted for? I was a Siren Sun guy until I saw the Liar's Bar video, and the video's massive personality, but as long as men are big and buff. I mean, you know, you can like both me and Siren. We have a lot of overlap in our audiences, so hey. But yeah, Siren is a good homie. Siren and Icy are definitely the longest homies that I've had like since starting my channel. They're both pretty good homies. It's just that we don't talk too often because we're just all very busy with our works. You know what I mean? I'm just that kind of guy as well. I'm always doing something work related. So I've always say that I'm very low maintenance in my friendships. But we've been friends for a very long time, like over 5 years at this point. You know what I mean? Casual friends, you know, casual friends that talk occasionally, but still, like, I consider myself friends. Online friends, you know? When I slide into the booth, the seat squeaks under me. My blazer and fancy shirt completely out of place with the place I am. I message my date to assure him that I'm here and waiting. No response. I feel like you Google chat is censoring the word Google. I mean, I can see it. I fidget with my glass and take tiny sips to look like a contributing member of this establishment. As time passes, I trace patterns in the condensation outside my glass. Also, Randall, were you in West Haven? Which faction would you be? West Haven? What is West Haven? Is it the what? Apologies. It's not coming to mind right now. A few more people leave and enter the bar, none of whom approach me or look anything like the guy in the picture. Eventually I order another soda and keep waiting. 8:25. Maybe he's caught at work, but you'd think he'd let me know. 9 p.m. I check my phone again even though he hasn't buzzed it once. Nothing. No sorry running late. Not even a lame excuse like my horoscope warned me to stay inside or die kind of day.
But look up Proofread by Kate and you.
Look up Proofread by Kate and you. Sure. I can do it later. I'll take anything, just to know I haven't been forgotten. I keep telling myself to stay positive, even now. Maybe he's lost his phone, but then again he could still meet me without it. 9:15. The bartender surprised me by weaving over the bar. He only wants to refill my soda without asking. The pity refills are never a good sign. Oh, there he comes. There comes the boy. Yes. So she like, you know, like the character's like, oh, you know, like I know I have some growing to do, but like it's kind of rough, you know what I mean? Let's take it and sip it on it anyway. I hope slipping away with every passing moment. Faces come and go around me. Groups, couples, regular trading back, slaps and inside jokes. Never thought I'd want to be a part of the heartbeat in a place like this. But in here alone, surrounded by laughter and noise. It only reminded me of how alone and out of place I am. That's it. I need a drink. Finally done with the sodas, I march up to the bar. The bartender prepares my request without a comment. I keep watching the door and he slides me a Sex on the Beach cocktail. The vinyl booth sighs beneath me as I shift and uncross my legs. What am I doing here? I've been stood up. I can't fool myself any longer. Real men really weren't worth the time. The reality settles over me like a bucket of cold water, a dull lake blooming in my chest. I stare at the untouched ice melting at the bottom of my glass, thinking about all the effort I've wasted. I've come to terms with the fact that I have some personal growing to do. Maybe being single is more my problem than the men I've dumped. This is the first time I've genuinely tried in so long. This is how it ends. I refuse to publicly wallow in misery any longer. I'm already prepared to drown myself in romance manga when I get home and ease the sting. Taking out my phone, I start pulling an app to reschedule a ride home. Annoyed at myself not doing this earlier. Before I can, however, a shadow falls over me. I look up thinking it's the bartender coming over to kick me out or give me another pity drink. But the words die in my throat the second I see who's actually standing there. There he is! There's the boy. Standing over me is, whoa, this guy is huge. Both in the tall and broad kind of sense. His shirt is doing him zero favors. Maybe that's the point, judging by the confident look in his face. It's tight enough to leave nothing to the imagination. And because I'm sitting down, it's all right at eye level. Once I realize my eyes went straight for his chest, I haven't looked at his face yet, I snap out of it. When I finally look up, he's already smirking. So that ends if you noticed or not. It's such a fucking smug bastard. Oh, Rhett. I tried very hard to maintain eye contact and let my gaze drop to where his shirt is clinging for dear life. That's when I noticed a slit of his eyebrow and a single earring in his right ear. By the way, that's the bisexual sign in Brazil. I don't know if you know, but like the slit eyebrow and earring is like queer boob bottom text. Yeah. His zinky black hair is straight, silky, and long enough to be tousled away from his face. Is it your twin brother? I wish. He opens those full, smirking lips to talk to me. Well, now, aren't you dressed to impress? Wait, I think... Yes, okay. You get lost on your way somewhere. Yeah, is the volume good? I think it should be good, right? Combination of both. Nice zoom in. Okay, that's kind of corny, but after the night I've had, corny feels like poetry. His voice has a lower rough grain to it. Just stare at him, frozen. Can't remember the last time someone looked at me so boldly. Wait, did I change the settings? I think I might have changed the settings to test. Oh, this is proper. Alright. And that kind of slightly mischievous heat behind their expression. Can I help you? Yeah, there is partial voice acting. The other ones are supposed to have voice acting as well. It's just, you know, like, resources. Resources. Hey, Ginger, how you doing as well? Comes out sharper than I intended, but tonight I'm all out of fresh warm welcomes. The smoldering grin widens, brushing past the acid in my voice. Without an invitation, he casually slides the booth across from me. The leather creaks as he props his elbows on the table, leaning to the side with his chin resting in his hand. You look like you had a rough night. Background is a little bit too loud. I think I might have to tweak it down just a little bit. The problem is that, like, without this, the other one was too much, but I think I'm gonna tone this down a little bit. No, the voice is at a good volume, I think. It's because I have the volume, like, really low. Like, look. This is full volume, by the way, because there's also my soundboard as well. Look. You look like you had a rough night. Yeah, this. I think it's the background music that needs to be a little bit lower. Let me guess. Just like lightly, just like this slightly.
Or you didn't plan on coming here alone.
Yeah, my dad ended up ghosting me. Is this a self-cessed kind of situation now? Because I'm voicing both the characters. I'm instantly embarrassed by the thin wobble in my voice, but it doesn't seem to mind. He nods once with a seriousness that feels surprisingly sincere. Then he leans forward a little more, resting his forearms on the table and tilting his head as if he's studying a piece of art.
His loss. Seriously though, who picks this kind of place for a first date and then doesn't show?
Red
That's
cosplay
a
when?
special
I mean, I
kind of
have a...
stupid.
Here you go. I could do that. I have a... The problem is that, like, I fucked it over because, like, old at this point. I did have a jacket like this. It's that it's old now. Ruined. If I can find it. Do I still have it here? I wonder. I think I threw it away. I think I threw it away, guys. Nah, I threw it away. It got destroyed. Yeah. My leather jacket got destroyed because the fake leather burned itself. I do have one that's like, it's not the same. I used to have one exactly like that, but I only have this one now. But this one is way too warm. I'm gonna die if a heat stroke if I wear this. Yeah, the fake leather on the one that I had like this, got like scraggly on the elbows, because it's fake leather, right? So yeah, the fake leather on mine, and it was a good fake leather too, but it's got scraggly and died. You know what I mean? Seriously though. It's a strange kind of comfort being defended so bluntly by a stranger. I'm not sure whether to be unsettled or grateful. Are you always so candid? I ask, unable to shake the watery nerves of my tone. He simply shrugs.
Life is too short to keep playing games. And you don't get extra time for playing it
So
safe.
sorry the jacket broke. It's okay, it happens.
If you want something, you might as well reach for it.
Dude, when I saw Birdly, I waffle with remembering names. They went so crazy for the little thing. It's so funny seeing people's reactions to Red. He pauses, holding my gaze.
Name is Rat. What's yours?
Kindred, nice to meet you.
Never been here before. Have you?
I scoff morbidly amused, and find enough my footing to respond sarcastically. It is a little jarring hearing you narrate both parts, hearing your voice and your lips not moving with my head. I know. What am I gonna do? It's my game.
The way you're dressed was my first clue. Second was the way
Also,
you
I
kept
don't talk
checking
like
your
that.
phone like it's a lifeline. Third, you wanted a sex on the beach at a place like this. Dead giveaway.
I feel my cheeks flush hard with embarrassment, but his tone isn't mocking. If anything, he sounds almost fond. In my defense, I've never been stood up before, so this is new territory.
Well, you are handling it better than most. Some people would have run out of here crying by now.
I forgot I made the MC funny. Who says I want to plan to do that in my car? That's a funny response. You know what? You can take it on the chin and be funny like that. That's a funny response. Be like, oh, hey, listen, I wasn't planning on doing that in my car. That is funny though. He laughs. A genuine deep rumbling sound that I can feel in my chest from across the table.
Fair enough. But here's a better plan.
He signals to the bartender with 2 fingers raised. A practiced gesture that suggests he's a regular here. The bartender nods without question. So this is what you do? Flirt with random guys and try to make them feel better?
I'm not trying to make you feel better.
And what are you doing?
Talking to someone I wanted to talk to. Don't make it more noble than it is.
He leans in slightly.
How about you let me salvage what's left of your night? I can't undo the asshole who stood you up, but I can at least make sure you don't leave feeling like shit about it.
Kind of funny to me that Reds talks about the things you want when that is one of Valko's lines. I mean, I wrote this way months before Valko was announced, so Valko's similar to Red. Red is not similar to Valko. I wrote this way before Valko even came out.
Laughing at his own jokes.
Hey, I am funny, okay? Shut up.
Kindreds.
Excuse me, I laugh at my own jokes because I am funny, okay? If I wasn't funny, I wouldn't laugh. You laughed as well. I am professionally funny, excuse me. Alright? I laugh at my own jokes because I am funny. If my jokes weren't funny, I wouldn't laugh at them. Alright? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. The mysterious stranger who appears at the perfect moment. One who makes you feel like you're the only one person in the room. I should be cautious. I should be smart. I just stood up like one stranger from the internet. Oh god, what am I doing? Falling for some random guy's smooth
Starlight
words.
Line says Valko technically still hasn't come out.
Exactly. Exactly. He still hasn't come out. Objective. Too soon. Too soon. Too soon, Starlight. That was a little bit close to the heart, okay? Too soon. Oof. That's rough. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's rough. Too soon. Too soon. Oof. I want this so badly. To feel and have someone look at me the way he's doing right now. It's making it really hard to think straight. I mean, we're not thinking much straight with we're a man dating another man in this story, so it's not really straight.
You don't even know me. Not yet. But I know you got all dressed up for someone who didn't deserve the effort. I know you're still sitting here instead of running away. Which means you've got more guts than you give yourself credit for. And I also know that if some guy is too stupid to show up for you, then maybe you've been wasting your time on the wrong kind of man.
A bartender arrives with 2 bottles of beer, the good craft kind, not the cheap stuff. He sets them down between us. Red slides one towards me. I pick up the bottle, just to have something to do with my hands and take the small sip. It's bitter and hoppy, nothing like the sweet cocktail I ordered before, but somehow actually tastes pretty good. That's somewhat accurate. I love the MC's like, that's somewhat accurate. It's like, oh fuck.
I have a good eye for these sorts of things.
It must be rough though, dude. As someone that have been like, of course, I've never been in this exact situation, but I've been in situations pretty close. Especially, I've been in a situation closer to like the previous scene, and being somewhere like this must be rough, dude. Let me tell you. You know what I mean?
What job? I'm a mechanic. Run a custom bike shop across town. You work on enough bikes, you start noticing patterns. Where things wear down first tells you how people actually ride, and what problems they tend to neglect.
Okay, be honest with me. Do you rehearse this stuff? Or does it just come out like that? This is something that I also like, that I also like wanted to write about the MCs. Like, if a guy's like giving you one-liners like this,
Chris,
you know what I mean? Like, if a guy like just dropped you,
laughing at
start
his jokes.
noticing patterns.
I'm beaming at every
Where
line
things
edit
wear
of
down
mine
on
Ken
mechanic.
chose to use.
of course. I mean, of course I take your opinions properly. You know what I mean? But as I was saying, right? Like, if somebody dropped you like these one-liners,
start noticing patterns.
you'd just be like, what the fuck?
Where things
You know what I mean? Like, do you rehearse the stuff or does it just come out like that? That's kind of like the first like impact I think that people would have with like this sort of like atomic fantasy. You know what I mean? Like if that actually happened, like don't imagine like your OC, but like if a guy just like your OCs came to you and started like acting like those stories, you'd be like, the fuck? You know what I mean? You'd be at least a little surprised.
Nah, I just call it how I see it.
And then he becomes more of a person, right? Right now he's at the fantasy state. All the stories have this sort of like trope of like fantasy, reality, and then conclusion, right? Currently he's in the fantasy state where he's just like really like living up to the fantasy. But then he's gonna like become more of a person, you know what I mean? Like actually a person, you know? So what do you see when you look at me? The question comes out more vulnerable than I intended. I blame the beer, maybe the fact that this man has made me feel more into 5 minutes than my actual date has managed in 5 days of messaging. In days of messaging. Red doesn't answer right away, instead he leans forward, elbows on the table, really looks at me. His gaze is intense, slow, deliberate, and entirely unlike my interactions with anyone else, but never leering, honestly. I'm not sure yet. The answer catches me off guard. I expect another smooth line. You ordered a soda first. Switched to a cocktail about an hour in. That tells me you showed up planning to be responsible. You wanted a clear head for whoever you were meeting. But he never came. So you gave up on being careful. Also, something of note of the club music being loud. They're at a club. You also gotta keep in mind, they're at a club. The music is supposed to be a little bit loud. But like, yes, I think it's a little bit too loud. I think it could be like 10% off the top. You know when you ask your barber, just like take a finger off the bottom. I think you like, if you shave a finger off the top of the music, I think it would be like a little bit more comfortable. Hey, honey bunny, how you doing? It's also cool seeing your game. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Go wishlist it if you haven't already. You can go play it for yourself. You can play it on PC, Android, and iPhone through apps like GameHub. By the way, once I'm done here, if you don't have Steam or a PC, I'm gonna explain to you how you can play it on mobile as well. So it's 500 megabytes. You can play this on a Galaxy Pocket if you have it. You know what I mean?
Starlight Line says MC has the best version of the Death Note Nilas.
But that's the vibe of someone who actually cared to make it work, but is tired of getting disappointed. The rest, I'd have to stick around to figure out. I don't have a comeback for that one. Just a man admitting he doesn't have me figured out yet, but wants to. Makes me want to let him try. My breath catches and I realize I still haven't given him a reply. You know what I expected tonight? Good. Expected is boring. For a moment, neither of us speaks, but it's a comfortable silence, as if we're just both taking in the moment and appreciating the company. Then Red's lips curve into a devastating smirk again. Now here's what I think. I think you spent way too long waiting for something to happen. So, how about you stop waiting and do something different for a change? Something different? Can't get anywhere new if you keep on taking the same roads. So, you staying here nursing that cocktail?
It's on mobile? Not yet. So there is going to be a mobile version, but you can play it on mobile, yes. Because it's a very light game, so you can play it on mobile using GameHub. I'm gonna show you later. Coming with you where? Does it really matter? The question hangs between us. It should bother me that the answer is no. I stare at his outstretched hand. This is crazy. It's the kind of thing Hannah would tell me not to do. This is how people end up on true crime podcasts. Hey Mika, how you doing as well? What's up here, baby? How you doing? Something about him makes me want to take the plunge. That terrifies me almost as much as it excites me. Before I can overthink it, I place my hand in his. Now we're talking. His hand is warm and steady. He pulls me gently to my feet, and I'm suddenly very aware of how close we are. He's a bit taller than me. His leather of his jacket creaks softly as he moves. He doesn't let go of my hand right away. Instead, he looks at me with calm eyes that still burn underneath, like a promise. You coming? It's not really a question, it's a dare. And the worst part is, it's working. I should say no. I should absolutely say no. I don't even know you. Then let's change that. He leads me through the crowded bar, weaving between tables and patrons with the ease of someone who belongs here. A few people call out to him, and he nods and raises his free hand in acknowledgement, but he doesn't stop. When we step outside, the cool night air hits my flushed cheeks like a blessing. I take a deep breath, and somehow the same way that felt heavy inside now feels so free. My thoughts are still a jumbled mess of this is insane and don't let go of his hand. Better? It's great. It's getting pretty stuffy in there. Yeah, it gets like that. Especially on the weekend. Can I take red for my own? Every red is its own red. Because remember, this is supposed to be your story. You know? By the way, canonically, if you write more fanfiction, then it's just fanfiction. Like, it's your story, you know? The only thing you can do is fucking copy my game. But objectively, like, if you want to, like, write your own fan fictions and spin off your own version of Red, that's your version. This is your story, you know? Finally released my hand, and I immediately missed the warmth of the contact. Do a posture check, okay. Ooh, ooh, that was a good pop. Ooh, that was a good pop. Yeah, I gotta take care of my posture. I'm getting old, almost to my 30s. Ooh, I almost dropped the soda. I almost dropped soda on my laptop. Jesus fuck, man. That was a 10. That was an expensive mistake I was about to make. Holy moly. Holy moly, that was an expensive mistake I was about to make. Don't worry, it's alright. It's alright. I pray your game becomes popular. I'm reaching out to a lot of content creator friends to cover the game as well. But if you want to play it, or just like share with friends, no better promotion is better than word of mouth. So if you want the game to be popular, just share with friends. People that, of course, you think that would enjoy the game. You're not gonna share this with somebody that plays Call of Duty, right? But if you know people that like otome games, BL, or just these types of like dating sim visual novels, hey, hit them up. I think they're gonna have a lovely time, you know? Anyway, a sleek red beast that looks expensive and dangerous. Oh no. Oh no. He's not. Never been on one of these before. A motorcycle? No, absolutely not. I don't even have a helmet in. I've got you covered. He pulls up a spare helmet from the storage case. Safety first. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a rush. The closest thing to flying without leaving the ground. Ian doesn't scare me like that. Why do you think I will? Why do you think my voice broke like that? Nearly lost my keyboard to half a glass of water earlier. Imagine the laptop. Definitely gonna play it once the game comes out, once it's on mobile. Well, you can play it on mobile right now. If you're on, are you on Android or iPhone? You can play it on both, but it's easier on Android. No, technically it's easier on both of them. I just haven't done that on iPhones. Because the game you get using an app called Game Hub. Here, this is what you do. Here, let me show you. Game Hub, iOS. Here, this is what you use. Okay. iOS, Android. Okay. Here, this is what you use. Wait, it's not opening the App Store. Here, this is what you search for. Okay. You're gonna search Game Hub. Game Hub allows you to run Steam games on your phone. Any game from Steam. Now, Cyberpunk, it's not gonna run on your phone because, you know, it's a Cyberpunk. But this game is only 500 megabytes. So this is what you do. You
says,
get the game on Steam.
Laptop because one of the cats pissed into the keyboard.
You go on Affictionate, you get the game on Steam, and you download it. You add the demo to your account, right? You add the demo to your account. Now it just says download, but like, you know what I mean? And then what you're gonna be able to do is you're gonna be able to go on Game Hub, either on Android or iPhone, and just download this and play it from your phone. iPhone, iPad specifically, both works. You know what I mean? And because the game is only 500 megabytes, it's gonna run anywhere, you know? So yes, you can play it on your phone. I do have a mobile release planned, but this is not gonna be in a few years. You know what I mean? Like the actual proper release, it's gonna be on Steam first, and it's gonna be a very long time. But you can play, like, you can play it on Steam just fine. So like, you know, why wouldn't you? Steam got better games than Android does anyway, and you can just play it. You know what I mean? So yes, you can play the demo on mobile, iPhone, Android, iPad, whatever, just using Game Hub, and it's very easy. It's as easy as downloading an app. It's not hard at all. You don't have to mess with the settings. It's not like tinkering. It's just downloading the app, getting the game from Steam, and clicking download from your library of Steam, from your Steam library. So yes. Yes. You know what I mean? And I know this is new for a lot of people. It's brand new. This is like very new.
That's also perfectly okay.
Hey, Consent King! Consent King! Consent King!
No pressure.
I look at the motorcycle, then back to Red. This is the most impulsive, reckless, stupid thing I could possibly do right now. I think about my apartment, clean for the first time in months, but still empty. I think about my friends, all paired off and happy. I think about the dating app guy that couldn't even be bothered to text me that he wasn't coming. I think about all the stories I've written where the hero takes the risk, says yes to adventure, and throws caution to the wind. I think about what Red just said. Can't get anyone new if you keep on taking the same roads. Alright, let's do this. You're the boss. He hands me the helmet and helps me adjust the strap under my chin with surprising gentleness for someone with such rough hands. His fingers brush my jaw, and I swear to God I can feel my cheeks burning beneath the visor.
You're gonna want to hold on tight. Wrap your arms around my waist and lean.
I don't have a PC? Oh, then you can play it on that.
This kind of bike is a different beast from regular models.
Don't fight it. Got it.
And hey,
Yeah?
trust me.
I wrapped my arms around his waist and told me to. Oh, fuck! I can feel his muscles through the thin material of the shirt. Firm and soft at the same time. The warmth.
Are you ready?
I love that there's like a little bit of ooga. Oh man.
Perfect. Let's go for a joyride.
The engine roars alive beneath us, a thrum and vibration that echoes through my entire body. It slowly accelerates as we make our way towards the parking lot, and we burst forward as we hit the main road. The world around us blurs, wind brushes past, the cool sharp against my exposed skin. The city lights turn into streaks of neon color. I tighten my arms around Red and press my cheeks against his back, feeling the steady rise and fall of his breathing. He wasn't lying. This is freedom, and it feels amazing. For the first time in months and maybe years, I'm not thinking about job applications, failed relationships, or expectations. I'm just here. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. We fly through the city's streets, motorcycle roaring beneath us like a living thing. Red navigates the roads with practiced ease, leaning into turns with confidence that makes my stomach flip. What race snatch? It's 2 snaps. Let's go for a joyride. We got your life to UST. Is it? It's just copyright-free music, but I'm assuming it's gonna be from, you know? We pass through the streets I've never seen, even though I've lived here for years. Beneath yellow streetlights, everything is cast in a warm ember glow. This is what I've been missing, this exact feeling. Eventually the ride mellows.
Starlight Line says, got to Life 2 background music scene. Yay!
The music is nice though. I do like the music. I've been curating the music for a very long time to like do this. Yeah, I mean, we've done this together. I've done this like twice with people, you know? We listened to like over 1,000 songs. I am not even joking to pick these. Red leans back slightly. I hear his voice muffled through the helmet. Where to? The question pulls me out of my trance. Right. I have to go home eventually. Back to reality. I shout my address over the wind and feel the nod of acknowledgement. The music is nice. Soon enough, we're turning into familiar streets, the buildings I pass every day. Red pulls up in front of my apartment, building cuts the engine. The sudden silence is almost jarring after the constant rumble of the motorcycle. You're gonna listen to a very familiar music in the next one. My ears are still ringing, my hands are shaking, and I'm not even sure I can feel my legs. I climb off the bike, my knees unsteady. I can't tell whether it's from the ride or the adrenaline crash. Red swings off after me and takes my helmet, his fingers brushing mine as I hand it over. So, was it worth it? I realize I'm grinning like an idiot. That was incredible. I never felt anything like that. Those words do wonder for a man's ego. He's looking at me with the same intensity from the bar, and I'm the only thing paying attention to in the whole world. My skin feels warm despite the cold night air. Thank you for tonight, and you don't have to say anything. Sometimes the best nights are the ones that don't need words. There's a beat of silence. I should probably go inside. The night is over. But I don't want it to end. I had a good time tonight. Me too. Best time I've had, and honestly, can't even remember. Det är Cass, vet jag inte. Midnight slowly approaching. Spell's gonna end then. You're gonna see. Then we should do it again. I freeze for a split second. Really? Why do you sound so surprised? You think I'd just do this for anyone? I don't know. Do you? I'm half joking, but there's a real question underneath. How many other guys have you swept off his feet just like this? Red shakes his head. A practiced smile just playing at his lips. Nah, you're different. You barely know me. I know enough to want to know more. It's not a grand declaration. It's not a promise. But somehow it makes it feel more honest than anything you said tonight. Most people walk into that bar and try to blend in. Order whatever everyone else is having. Sit where they're told. You sat in the corner booth in that outfit. Ordered a cocktail with a straight face. You're either fearless. You got no idea what you're doing. Can it be both? Usually it is. Plus, you didn't say no when I offered you to ride up my bike. Most people would have. Most people are probably smarter than me. Most people don't know how to live. It's close enough now that I have to tilt my head back to look at him. Close enough that our noses could almost touch. His fingers softly brush inside of my cheek, but it doesn't push any further. He waits for me to close the cap. His lips meet mine, slow at first, and he slides to the back of my neck, fingers kneading into my hair, and the kiss becomes passionate. Like he's finally stopped holding back. I want to see you again. I'd like that. Next weekend. Saturday. Is that too soon? Maybe not soon enough. The word is already leaving my mouth. How tall is Rhett? I haven't thought of a canonical height yet, but he's like this much tall than the MC. You know what I mean? So I haven't thought of a canonical height for Rhett. I gotta think about that. Good. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. 7. Wait. The realization hits me suddenly. How would it pick me up? It doesn't have my number. We haven't exchanged any contact info at all. Can I get your number so we can, plan? Sure. Here you go. He pulls out his phone and hands it to me. I type my number, hand it back. He glances at it, then immediately calls me. My phone buzzes in my clutch. There. Now you have mine. Perfect. I'll text you tomorrow while we're going. Something special. More special than a motorcycle ride? You see. He reaches out and tucks a strand of hair behind my ear. The same gentleness from before lingering for just a moment against my cheek. Get some sleep. You had a rough night. Talk to you soon? He pulls back and I immediately miss the contact. He swings his leg back over the motorcycle and pulls on his helmet. Good night, Kindred. Good night. He starts the engine and the roar cuts through the quiet night. With one last look at those intense eyes visible even though the helmet's visor, he pulls away from the curb. Oh, this is supposed to be a fade. Oh, I found a little bug as well. I stand there and I watch him go. The sound of his motorcycle fading away into the distance until it's swallowed by the ambient noise of the city. I kick off my shoes and immediately pull up my phone. His number is there, saved but unnamed. I stared at it for a moment before typing Rhett. It feels a little silly adding the motorcycle emoji, but also perfect. As I'm standing there stalking his empty chat, my phone buzzes with a text. After a mini heart attack, I realize it's just Hannah. You alive? Been hours since you texted. Getting worried. Oh, guilt crashes over me. Completely forgot to update her after the initial text from the bar. She probably thinks I was murdered and dumped in a river somewhere. I'm sorry, I'm home, safe, long story, we'll call you tomorrow and tell you everything. She responds almost immediately, confirming my suspicions. You better, sweet dreams. Set my phone down and head to the bathroom, already peeling off my clothes. When I catch sight of myself in the mirror, I pause. My hair is a windblown mess, my cheeks flush. I look like someone who has just had a night of his life. Number of time game break, updating since counting. Does it count if it's my game? I mean, I'm not exactly the best program.
Starlight Line says Kin breaks even his own game.
I don't know why this happens. I don't know why this happens so often. I mean, I know why this happens. It's because I play indie game, guys. You gotta keep in mind, indie games are not exactly, it's made by a small team, usually one person. Sometimes there's gonna be mistakes, you know what I mean? What just happened?
My reflection doesn't answer, but he is smiling. I change into the same cute pajamas and crawl into my bed. My body is exhausted, but my mind is racing. Next weekend, I can't come soon enough. I reach for my phone and one more time, pulling up his contact. No profile picture, just a number and a little motorcycle emoji. Should I text him? Thank him again for tonight? Let him know I got inside safely, or is that gonna sound desperate? Before I can, my phone buzzes. Not the cat fingers. Was that laugh to TS? A text from Red. Sleep tight. Next time's gonna be even better. I'm reading again. I take back, can't wait. Then I set my phone on the
Aris
nightstand.
Gilgalad says, although we haven't had any cursed elevators for a while.
Cursed elevators. What do you mean by that? Then I set my phone on the nightstand. I pull up my blanket to my chin and close my eyes. For the first time in months, I think I'm gonna get a great night's rest. Maybe real men aren't so bad after all. Maybe I just need to find the right one, right? You remember this music? You remember this music?
Yeah, this is also... All this music that I got is from a royalty-free copyright song. So, you know what I mean? These are all... These games are... These are music that you remember from the games because these are free music that anybody can just use it. Right? So, yeah. This is the one very famous in Date with Death.
Slowly wake up, feeling better than ever. For a moment, I just lie there, standing in the ceiling, blinking as I rub the sleep from my eyes. Last night plays through my mind like a movie I can't stop rewatching. My fingers drip to my lips. Grab my phone from the nightstand, and there it is, Red. This text from last night on my screen. My heart flutters all over again. I read his message 3 more times. God, I'm pathetic, but I don't even care. I get out of bed with more energy than I've had in months. Go to the bathroom. As I brush my teeth, I catch my reflection grinning back at me like an idiot. The man in the mirror looks happy, the kind of person who lives in the moment. You even rode on the strange motorcycles last night. Who are you? After a quick shower, I throw on some comfortable clothes and head to the kitchen. I'm actually hungry for the first time in days. Usually I skip breakfast entirely. I make myself a real meal, scrambled eggs, toast, and fresh coffee. As I sit down with my plate, I realize I have to call Hannah. She's probably worried sick. And honestly, I'm dying to give her the tea about last night. I pull up her contact and hit call, sitting down at the table, taking a bite of eggs while it rings. Oh God, I've been checking my phone every 5 minutes. Are you okay? What happened? You tell me everything. Hannah, breathe, I'm fine. Better than fine, actually. Better than fine? What did it mean? Did this guy actually show up? No, he didn't. I got completely stood up. What? That asshole! I knew I should have... Wait, why do you sound so happy about it? Can't help but grin as I take another bite of toast. Cause, while I was sitting there feeling sorry for myself, somebody else showed up. No way, tell me everything, right now. Don't dare leave out a single detail. And so I do. All the way to the kissing and leaving me at my door. Oh my God, it's like something out of one of your stories. Mysterious spiker sweeps into the perfect moment? This is insane. I know. Keep having to wake up and realize it was also an elaborate daydream. So when you seen him again, please don't tell me you got his number and just ride off into the sunset like some kind of modern Cinderella. We're planning another date. Next week, probably, Saturday. There's a pause at the other end of the line. Saturday? As in like this Saturday? Like in 6 days? Yeah, why? Hey, sweetie, Saturday is Jordan's birthday. The words hit me like a splash of cold water. Jordan's birthday? His birthday party that he mentioned in our group chat. The one I'd completely forgotten about in the chaos of riding through the city like a music video. Oh no, I completely forgot. We've been planning this for weeks. We've been meeting at the bowling alley he likes, the retro one with the arcade games. Press my palm against my forehead. How could I forget? Really fucked up this one. Oh, Red. The thought of canceling on him makes my chest ache in a way that feels too intense for someone I just met. I can reschedule with Red, it's fine. Jordan's birthday is more important. I mean, yeah, but hey, I'm a little worried. About what? About last night, I mean. Don't get me wrong, I'm really happy you had fun. You deserve a good night after everything you went through, but You got on a motorcycle with a complete stranger and rode off into the night. It's actually really dangerous. I feel a wave of defensiveness rise in my chest. I know Hannah means well, but the way she's saying make me feel like a child being scolded. I wasn't being reckless. He gave me a helmet and he knew what he was doing. He owns a bike shop, Hannah. He's a professional. I know, but you don't really know him at all, actually. He could have taken you literally anywhere. What if... But he didn't. He took me home safe, exactly like he said he would. Okay, but what if he hadn't? What if he'd been some creep who... He wasn't. I have good instincts about people, Hannah. I know it sounds crazy, but I felt safe with them. More alive than I've felt in a long time, actually. There's another pause. You can practically hear Hannah choosing her words carefully on the other end. I trust your instincts, but just... I'm worried about you. Especially after everything you've been through lately. Been really isolated, and now this perfect guy shows up exactly at the right time. It feels, I don't know, like a movie. And real life isn't usually like a movie. The words settle uncomfortably in my stomach. I know she's right to be concerned. I know it sounds too good to be true, but maybe good things can just happen sometimes. Maybe I'm allowed to have something exciting for once in my life. You're right, I'm sorry. I don't want to rain on your parade. You deserve to be happy, and hey, if this guy makes you happy, then I'm happy for you. Just promise me you'll be careful, right? I promise.
Defend Red the way the lads global fandom united for Falco.
I'll text Red about rescheduling. Jordan's birthday comes first. Thank you. I really appreciate you being there. Hey, maybe you can bring in Red along to the next group thing. We all love to meet him. The thought of Red at the bowling alley with my friends doesn't sit right in my head. Picturing Red in rented shoes, playing games with Mark or pretending to laugh at one of Jordan's dry jokes. The image won't even start to form. Maybe. We'll see how things go. Fair enough. I have to run. Mark is attempting to make pancakes and I don't trust him alone with the stove. Text me later? Will do. Thanks for always checking on me. Always. Love you.
Love you too. Be careful with those love at first sight goggles.
Hey, if you have rose-tinted glasses, every red flag is just a flag, you know? I end my call and stare at my phone for a long moment. Leftovers of my breakfast having gone cold. Hannah's concern echoes in my head, mixing uncomfortably with the euphoria I've been feeling all morning. She's right to worry. I mean, objectively, riding off with a stranger is dangerous. But Red isn't like that. You can feel something's different about him. I pull up his contact and start typing a message.
There you go. That's the end of the demo. That's where it ends. This is the first 2 chapters of Red. There's 6 in total. I don't have 6 in one hand. I'm holding the controller. 6 in total. You know? So yeah, it's basically yada yada yada. This is the demo, yada yada yada. Still in development. Everything you already know. Yeah, we're gonna be launching Red as early access in December. Second Love Interest comes as a free update in mid 2027, and then third in late 2027. And yeah, go wishlist the game. 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 Try the demo if you haven't already. Join our Discord, and this is the website, which is just information about the game as well as Patreon. And yeah, that was Affictionate. It's a project that I've been working for over a year now, and it's finally at a time to show. And I think it's been turning up pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm very excited to play. Now, you can play it on your phone, like I said before, right? Here we go. You can play it on your phone like this. There is on Android and mobile, so you can just do that, right? And as you see here, where is it? Here you go. You download Game Hub, and then once you click it, you're gonna be able to play it like this. See? It's asking you to let's go with the cloud save. There you go. Definitely very good. I'm already adding to my wish list. There you go. I'm glad you like it. And yeah, go try out the demo, share with friends as well. Again, there's no... I mean, I would like if more content creators cover it. It is already a category on Steam and YouTube, so you can tag the game. It's not on Twitch yet, but it is on YouTube, so if you want to tag it, you can. But the best thing is really word of mouth. So if you have friends that like this kind of game that you can share to wishlist, if you want to try out the demo, recommend the demo to like your friends that like this sort of like dating sim visual novels, then you can. Yeah, by the way, this is Game Hub, as you can see here, you know what I mean? It's just like you press install, it's gonna install, you don't have to do anything, and as soon as it opens, boom, there you go. You see? Where is it? There you go. Here's the menu. You see? And then you can just use the controller support or the thing. You see? There you go. That's the menu of the game. So you can play the game. It works just fine. It's 500 megabytes, so it's gonna run on any phone using Game Hub. So you don't have to worry about that. And there is a version for Android and iOS. So, yes. So yeah. And since it's free, both apps are free. You can download Game Hub for free. You can download my demo for free. All you have to do is just make a Steam account. So yes. There is no excuse. If you have a phone to watch me or a PC to watch this, you will be able to play the game. You know? But yeah. How many pets is it gonna play? This is crazy good. I'm definitely watching to my list. I'm so excited to show you guys the rest. I'm so excited to show you guys the rest. Straight up, I'm very excited to see people's reactions. I only saw Birdly, and it was very funny. Again, it was very funny seeing their reactions to the game. There was also...
How about you let me salvage?
Yeah, a lot of people...
I can't undo the asshole who stood you up.
Yeah, this is the only person that I've played the game on stream. There is more people playing the game, but publicly they've left. I think there's another one playing today as well. If they're live right now, I might even raid them.
Sorry. What?
But yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god.
She's very funny. She's very funny. You could go watch a YouTuber. She also has a YouTube channel as well. If you want to go check it out. Yeah. Anyhow, this is where we're going to be wrapping up as well. Bit of a long stream, but a bit of a long demo, what can I say? It is 2 hours of demo, so, you know, pretty good demo. And each love interest is going to have about 8 hours to 9 hours of gameplay. It's 100 hours, 100,000 words of the game per love interest, right? Per love interest. So Red is going to have 100,000, then the next guy is going to have 100,000, so on and so forth, on average, right? So yeah. Please support me on Patreon. If you have $5 to spare, you can join on YouTube and memberships as well as Patreon, so you can help me finance the game.
I'm excited to when we get the DILF Love
really
Interest update.
That's the next one. That's the next one. That's 2027. Okay, but please help me finance this game. I'm not gonna be doing a Kickstarter because Kickstarter is not allowed in Brazil. So really, we need all the support that we can get on Patreon. So, all memberships on YouTube, whichever one you want. If you don't want Patreon, you can do memberships. You can do both as well if you want. You know, nothing's stopping you. Hey, you know. But please, if you can, support me. But if you don't have any money, that's also perfectly okay. Again, word of mouth is the best way to promote this. So share with friends that might enjoy this. Tell them to go try out the demo. And I will be seeing you guys. Content creators as well. Hey, big streamers, small streamers. I would love to see people try out the demo if they like these types of like dating sims stuff. Anyway, take care. Have a lovely time. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and bye-bye. Oh, there she is. Oh, there you go. She is playing Affictionate. Let me go rate her. She's Brazilian, but you know, it's kind of how that goes.